All right, I'm here. How's it going? Hey, Nex. You're kind of tempted to participate, but I just stuck with deadlines. Well, yeah, just think. Okay, so I want to emphasize, and I'm not going to be able to repeat myself enough on this point. This is it's sketch exchange, right? It's not a final piece of art. It's nothing fancy. I know there is going to be some pressure, but try. I don't know what I can do to convince anyone to not stress about it because that's if you're gonna stress, you're gonna stress. I guess like the hater's gonna hate, but stressor's gonna stress. Um, but yeah, it's meant to be very casual, and if you just do a very simple line sketch, that's fine. If you do a very simple, unrefined just composition sketch, that's fine too. It doesn't need to be rendered. You don't need nice colors. It doesn't matter. Even if it turns out a total disaster, that's okay. We're not, it's not this isn't an art showcase where you're trying to win a prize for, I don't know. It's not, the bar is pretty low. You set the bar. Yeah, I understand. And a lot of people do. And that's kind of, arguably, that's the worst thing about these sort of events is that people oftentimes have high expectations, and then you're like, oh, but we're doing this quickly, but everything's a competition. I know. Why no, what, no chocolate? Sorry. Um, Sorry, this is a very stressful situation. You should be scared. No, no, it's not. But yeah, anyway, I understand if you don't feel like it's something that you can enjoy because you feel you want to take longer on your art than 2 to 3 hours. Um, it's fine and understandable, and you do not need to participate. Or you can unofficially participate. You can pick someone's art or someone's prompt. You don't have to enter in an official capacity. You can always, pick someone's prompt that you like and make art based on that without actually entering. So that if you don't finish, there's nobody's expecting to see the art that you made, right? Um, so yeah, you can do that too. Nobody has to officially enter. Um, right now, we have a lot of people signed up. Hopefully, we'll get some more. Currently, we have like 15, I think, or something like that. And I'm sure more people will join. But yeah, it's just meant for fun. We've done this plenty of times before. Um, I will turn on the timer though, just for funsies, so that so that there's this impending urgency to sign up. Um, Also, if I have any typos or anything, any of this, please let me know. I probably do. This program doesn't spell check, so yeah. So nobody knows if I even did something I don't want to upload in the end. Exactly, you could do that. I mean, I would be nice to have a fun prompt by you, Anyway, can someone send you a text message to make sure everything works? Yeah, I think it should. Let's see. New creations. Let me click on your name. It probably, if you haven't specifically disabled messages in the past, it probably works. I'll send you a message. Don't reply to it though. There's no need to reply. Okay, I sent a test message. But yeah, you will need Discord DMs open for the bot because it's gonna randomize the names, and so that it'll DM you the name of the person you're gonna sketch for. I'm of course gonna do mine on screen so people can feel free to guess at whose prompt I get. Um, yeah, that's all. There will be more. More people will sign up. Is that what you're saying, Illy friend? Can I get a quick heads up, please, on what we are doing? Oh yes, okay. The heads up on what we are doing. Today so a few times every year we do a Secret Santa style sketch exchange, which is what we're doing today. Except today's theme is mermaid and spring themed. So one or the other or both or whatever. It doesn't really have to even be either. You could just do like a happy summary adventure or whatever. Basically, it goes like this: everybody who wants to enter will submit a prompt, and then you will sketch somebody else's prompt given at random by a bot that I have, and you will spend a few hours sketching that prompt, and then at the end you see all the different people who did the prompts, including who did your own. Once again, Joe randomly joined the conversation at the very end, giving a completely wrong answer to the question. I gotta love it. I understand. But anyway, that was also not just for you. That was for everybody else as well. If you're just hearing this for the first time, I will repeat myself many, many times today, I'm sure, on what is happening. Seiyu says they're just here to watch. Sounds cute. It is cute, and you should totally join if you have an hour or so to spare. Again, super casual. Hi, I haven't visited stream in a while, and so nice to happen to be off today. Can't remember if this was my second or third sketch event, but I am so excited. Ah, Mickey Moki! Yes, you should totally join if you're not already signed up. I try to make it clear of what's happening. I don't have big problems with brushes. It's not like I can't find good ones and have to start with standard ones. I would like to know, can you share brushes? Oh, I do have brushes. Yeah, I have brushes you can... Here. Also, I should probably move my mouse so people can see what's happening. I mean, I know I'm talking so that you know I'm here, but, you know. But yeah, we are doing a sketch event today. Everyone is encouraged to join. I guess I could just doodle on the side here while the thing is going on. Can you still read the sign up prompt? I don't know. What do I want to doodle? I guess I could work on last stream. Maybe I'll work on last stream's painting. This was fun. For a bit. I'll switch brushes though, because this one's absurd. It is legible. Okay. Yeah, I tried to darken the background, but setting that up quickly, it's, yeah. I have a long 4 or 5 hour D&D session starting like 10 minutes ago. All right, no worries, Skittle. Skittle, I could make an exception for you if you wanted to join. You know, and enter your submission a little late. You're totally okay to do that. Anyone who has the VIP status is allowed to enter a few. You know, if you're allowed to submit yours a little late because I know you're reliable. I'm kind of kidding. Yeah, have fun playing D&D, Skittle. Sadly, you're at negative energy and had nothing but a muesli bar all day. 8 p.m. now, so not this one, but happy to chill. Yeah, no worries. It's sketch exchange time, yes. Wow, we are not all treated equal here. No, honestly, the exception can be made for anybody who is a regular here and whose name I recognize. If you're someone who isn't an active chatter and I don't recognize you, or I don't know, like if you're just not, if I don't recognize you as a regular, then I do ask that you only sign up if you're going to be able to actually finish it within the next 3 hours. Again, you don't need to spend 3 hours on it, but I don't want like, oh, I'll get around to it, and then it's like somebody who's never going to come back to stream. You know, that's how you get people who sign up and never do the art that based on the prompt that they receive, and then somebody's left wondering if they're ever going to see their prompt turned into a thing. And it's just not something, it just doesn't feel good. I think it happened to Jocko last time, and he was concerned and wondering, does anybody get my prompt? Like, what's going on? And then, you know, and then it came, but it's still, it's a feeling that is kind of annoying. I got the time wrong, so I'll only have about an hour to sketch, but that's fine for me. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't need to be a finished masterpiece. I mean, I am going to try to make it not, you know, I obviously want it, and this is the thing, right? I realize that we are all somewhat self-critical of ourselves, and I obviously want to do the best I can do given 2 to 3 hours. But I also know it's not going to be the very best I can do because it's only 2 to 3 hours, right? So there is some pressure. I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't exist, but also know that even if it's just a total work in progress sketch and it looks like it, that's fine. People understand that. Nobody's going to judge you. You're the only one who's going to judge yourself. So, you know, try not to worry about it because we aren't. Nobody here is going to care. This is more about just having fun making art than it is about receiving art or anything. It's not like there's no expectations. Like whoever gets my prompt. Speaking of which, I might change it. I gotta think of a really fun prompt. Maybe like a non, maybe something like, because right now mine's like mermaid themed. I think I'm not gonna make it mermaid themed and give you the option of turning it into sort of underwater themed if you want. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I spent more than 1 hour on a piece. I have no patience. Yeah, and that's fine too. See, I mean, there are. I believe it. Maybe was it last year or the year before. One of the times that we have done this, there's been a few new people who came, and one time we had someone who didn't participate. They weren't really active in the community, but they joined, and they cranked out amazing stuff, like super pro stuff, in like an hour or two. And it's like this was just it just worked with their art style, right? It's like sometimes people have a way of drawing or painting or sketching that is just quick format art. It's like it's made for the Instagram. It's sort of you can crank it out. It looks great. They're just super skilled, and sometimes there's just sometimes it just works like that, where the type of art you do works well for short format things like this. Other times you're going to be somebody who, your average painting takes 80 hours. Yeah, this is going to be a little more pressure, obviously, if you were used to taking that long. But that's okay, right? I don't I don't think I ever want to have a long format art exchange. I think that's just too much for people. I mean, it's too much for me. So, are we going to do a little review? Yes, at the end, as they start rolling in, I will share them as they come in. I'm going to probably wait to the last hour to start going through them. But yeah, I will absolutely go through them at the end. So basically, the breakdown of the time is going to be this first hour is just, me chatting and doodling, on maybe adding some details or something. And then, we're going to start the event, obviously, in 40 minutes from now or 35 minutes from now. And then, let's see, I will work on it for 2 hours, and then I'm going to start reviewing stuff. So, reviewing the submissions. Obviously, they will not all be submitted by the time stream ends, right? Some people will probably take a little longer. We always have a couple, and that's okay. Obviously, all I can say is just don't stress about it. But it's easier said than done. You can't just tell someone not to stress. But yeah, also, hi, Kath. How are you? And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask right here in chat. Or you can ask a mod. Yeah, I think currently the only mod is Kath. Kath, I just volunteered you. No, but well, yeah. Basically, if anyone's struggling, just yell in chat, and we'll see it, or I'll see it probably, or somebody will see it, and somebody can help. I volunteer as a tribute. Yeah, if you have any questions, we've done this a lot before. It's quite easy. No, Kath, if you are doing something else, that's fine too. Because I'm here. When do I ever miss chat? When do I ever miss chat? Never. I see it all. I'm all seeing. I never would miss chat. But yeah, I want to think of a new prompt before we start, because right now my prompt is, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like a mermaid family picnic, which is kind of cute. But I don't think we need. Mekong entered. Nice. I don't think. I feel like the mermaid theme is just gonna be so easy to add onto whatever it is. For example, um, a mermaid witch and her cat, right? From Vana is Vana's prompt, right? The cat could totally be a catfish, right? Like it doesn't have to be an actual cat. And the mermaid, so you could just put two people, a mermaid, a witch and her cat, but spring thing. Like you don't have to have your submission or your prompts. Also, no AI. I know it doesn't need to be said because it's already said, but no AI, please. This is an art prompt that we are making with our own hands, and that's kind of the fun of it. It's not about making art that looks nice necessarily, and I realize AI can make it look very nice, but it's more about doing the thing, anyway. So yeah, no AI. And if I catch you using AI, you're banned. Anyway, yeah. um, so yeah, I gotta think about what I'm gonna do for my prompt. And I mean, not do like I don't know what prompt I'm gonna be drawing. I just low key insulted your art for looking bad. No, but if you're not gonna be making the same level of art as an AI in an hour or two, right? This is a sketch, right? Like, let's be real. We can tell. This is about the idea, not about the execution. Um, Speaking of which, yeah, I want to come up with a prompt though, because I right now I have Mermaid Family Vacation, which actually isn't bad, but maybe I'll do like Dinosaur Vacation. And you can make them water dinosaurs if you want. You can make them kind of mermaid. The pain is real. Yeah, no, I'm not insulting your art. I do want to emphasize, to be totally serious for a moment. I really do want everyone of all skill levels and all experience levels to feel like they can join and have fun and not worry about anything, because yeah, we starting art and learning together and goofing up and just yeah, I'm a very big believer in that. So I hope everyone is gets where I'm coming from. But yeah. Okay. What kind of art do we want to do here? I mean, I guess something that leaves room for both environment and character. I mean, I did put a family vacation. I mean, that would work. That's cool because I'm not very used to draw characters. So this is, I mean, it doesn't have to be a character, by the way. So this is not a commission, right? If you get a prompt that says, I'm just gonna pick somebody's, what's cats? A mermaid making an unlikely friend, right? Bonus points for flower ground. You can do an environment, right? The friend could be a mountain. The mermaid is like, making a friend from a rock, right? And it's just one of many rocks in an environment of rocks. And this mermaid is, has a pet rock. And it's just basically your entire scene could be a bunch of rocks. Like you could do an environment, right? And it's okay. You don't I realize a lot of these are mermaid themes because that's, mermaid, all that. It's May. But you don't have to go heavy on the mermaid theme, right? You can change the prompt to your needs, right? This is not a commission. The person's not going to get angry if you don't totally match their prompt, right? If a prompt is confusing to you, change it and make it less confusing, right? I think at one point someone didn't know what a word meant, and so they said, I don't know what that word meant, so I guessed. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter if it matches the prompt because, right, there's nobody's paying you for this. Sure, but I'm probably gonna make a scene, but I like a bit of a challenge. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to challenge myself, and so if I get a character, I will try to do a character prompt. Um, I will also add characters or, you know, I want to add my own spin to it, right? I mean, if you think of this as, well, I was going to say as a commission. No, it's not a commission. Don't think of it as that. But yeah, you're allowed to explore variations, right? You can think of it as like a concept starting point. Is everyone allowed to participate? Yep, absolutely, Lucy. You can absolutely participate. Anyone can participate. Just, yeah, think of a prompt, join our Discord, put it in the sign up channel so that when I randomize the names, people can find your prompt and start on it. I do have a bot that'll randomize the names for me. Well, I have to plug them in and it takes about 5 minutes. So that's, yeah. But yeah, everybody can join as long as you're in before the timer starts. Because once I start loading up the bot, anybody, or at the very least, like even if you're going to be kind of a slowpoke on your sign up, you need to be in Discord before I load the bot, because once the bot loads up all the users in my Discord and then I go through the list and select them, I can't refresh and update the user list while I'm doing it. So if I've already started that process, I can't, right? Like you have to already be in the list. So you technically don't have to have written in. No, just sign up before the timer and we're all good. Yeah, Joe does this regularly, and you need to be in the Discord and can accept PMs. Yep, we've only had one time when the private message thing was the problem, but yeah, and we've done this what 7, 8 times, and every time it's pretty much gone off without a hitch. If anyone has troubles or is confused with their prompt field, yeah, exactly. Unless it's Kath's prompt, in which case you can message me, as if that won't give it away. But yeah, if you have any issues with interpreting a prompt, feel free to message somebody, a mod. Because yeah, it is kind of fun to not know who's gonna do your prompt, right? And it yeah, you guys will see my anxiety level has just risen so much during this detailed description. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's not supposed to. I mean, I realize I have a knack for making things that are not confusing to be confusing. Like, I can make the most simple process sound like rocket science. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, hopefully that's not the case though. This is very simple. It's literally just thinking of a fun prompt. Hey Vegas, how are you? Welcome to our sketch exchange, mermaid themed, and also spring themed. If you would like to join, you know the drill. Also instructions on screen and in Discord and all the stuff. And if you don't want to join, no worries. Nobody is required to. I do not want to pressure people who do not want to join into joining. I think I've done that in the past, and then they have regretted it, and then I have regretted it. And yeah, so no doing that. But yeah, like sometimes I feel like by me stating no stress, it makes people stress out. And I realize that's counterproductive, but I don't know how else to say it. Like this is really like we don't. I don't care if people's prompts, if you don't stick to the prompt, or if your prompt seems simple, or if you're, I don't know, like all this stuff doesn't. Don't look down. Can we still change our prompt just by mod? Yep. You can change your prompt up until the person starts on it, basically. So yeah, up until the names are sent, you can change your prompt. I'm actually gonna change my prompt. I just don't know what to. I'm trying to think of a good prompt. I've been doing everything except thinking of a prompt. So yesterday when I was making the sign up channel, I was like, oh gosh, what do I do for my prompt? Like honestly, the hardest part is the prompt for me, is to come up with the prompt, which is also the least important part, kind of, because people can do what they want with it. So yeah, but yeah, anyone can join. We will start. I will randomize the names in 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just kind of noodling on this, trying to figure out what I want to do here. But yeah, so I guess I'm thinking maybe not specifically mermaid, definitely spring themed. What are spring themed stuff? I mean, I guess I just like the idea of like hikes in nature and sort of adventures and spring cleaning. I thought about doing a spring cleaning theme one, and where it could be like a mermaid spring cleaning, but that feels hard. Please, so don't change it. I love it. And random? What do you mean? Don't change the family vacation? What do you mean don't change it? I mean, why not? I don't know. I like the idea though. I just think of picnics a lot. Oh, it was a family. I forgot even what it was. You love it. Blooming and that pretty green fresh leaves. How much time do we have for drawing? I preferably no more than 2 to 3 hours. So no more than 3 hours. I'm always busy when something fun happens. Yeah. I don't want you to spend too long. So maybe an hour or 45 minutes at minimum and 3 hours at maximum. Did you do the spring cleaning, Joe? I did do a little bit of spring cleaning. A little bit, because I had my air conditioner put in, and so I wanted to tidy up and just clean up a little bit before apartment manager people come in, because I don't know, I like my place to look somewhat presentable. Not that it was bad before, but it's nice to occasionally tidy up and clean stuff and dust. I don't know. So yeah. So I think spring cleaning could be a fun prompt, and however you want to interpret it, it could be mermaids doing spring cleaning. Um, I don't know. I kind of had it want to, but I have had a stressful week, and I feel like sleeping all weekend. No worries, Vegas. No worries at all. Okay, if I can figure it out, I might try to slide in last second, even though I don't feel good. No worries. Yeah. And basically, to join, all you have to do is just make your way to our Discord. I mean, I say all. Honestly, the sign up is probably the most difficult part, in that that's the biggest point of friction to join. I feel like just doing a fun little sketch for an hour or two is not that big of a burden, but the sign up and thinking of a prompt, and if you're new, to make it to the Discord, like I get that can be a bit overwhelming. Um, I I was thinking about just making a new Discord, but that has its own bunch of difficulties. The prints and the redeemable print section of the Discord server, are they the available ones or already taken? Those are all available. Those are all available. What if this thing is like a door? A door of lava. Yeah, y'all don't worry if you can't join. We have plenty of these events in the future, says Kath. But if you have a little bit of time and energy to spare, it's always a fun time. Exactly. Exactly. We will do more of these, definitely around Christmas, hopefully before, probably around October as well, but maybe even before that. I don't know. I mean, I want to do these more often, and I've actually considered, if I am going to be doing these more often, to get a custom bot in some way, and just make it a little bit easier. Maybe this is the thing. I don't know. I wish this is what makes me wish I knew how to program, because there's things like having a site that would be easy. Where do I list my Twitch name if I put it in a prompt in? Well, if your Twitch name is different than your name in Discord, you can just write it after your prompt. Here, I'll edit my prompt so you can see. So you can just do something like that, right? In parentheses after the fact, you can put Twitch name JStiller30, or you could even put it before. You could put like, my name is Joe, JStiller30 on. I mean, you could write out in sentence form, right? You could be like, my Twitch name is Chinnerchilla, and my prompt is, and then you could write out your prompt. Exactly what Kath put. Yeah, and there's lots of ways to. It doesn't. I mean, we're not. We can figure it out. We'll be able to figure it out. I like to think we're all pretty capable people. Of the only reason I ask people to put their Twitch name is just so, one, we know who we're drawing it for, and it's associating the person with the art, kind of. But also, it's just a little bit more fun, I think, when you share them, that you can be like, for example, if you're painting Kath's prompt, that you're painting Kath's prompt, or if you're painting my prompt, that it's me who you're painting for, right? It's not just some weird, you know random name that you've never heard of before. I mean, and again, that's bound to happen because there's going to be people. Um, Also, the ones with a dash over them. No, so I think if there's ones with the dashes over them in the print redeemable section, then those are out of stock. But I actually have to double check. Let me see, because it's been a while since I've looked in that channel. Print redeems. I think the ones with the dashes are out of stock. They should say out of stock. Wait, I don't see the dashes over there. I don't see any ones with the dashes on them. I don't know how you're viewing it. Yeah, are you on an app? Are you on the app? I don't see it. Dragon Temple. Actually, I think I am out of the Dragon Temple. Oh, okay. That does have a dash on it. It wasn't supposed to, but actually, maybe I don't know if I have. I know I think I have the Dragon Temple one. We should be good for the Dragon Temple one. Yeah, pretty sure I have that one. I mean, I can double check right now. Let me look. Speaking of which, I actually have to send out a print. And I think I have to send out a Dragon Temple print, so I might be getting low. Okay, well, I definitely have one Dragon Temple print. For sure I have one. So I just see one. Okay. But that may be the one that I have to send out. Hold on, let me. Gosh, I'm a mess. No. I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking here. I'm rummaging through my prints. Totally unorganized. No, not really. It's not too bad. I would say hold off on the dragon print because I think I only have one of it left, and I think somebody's already redeemed it. Is it allow direct messages from server members? Yes. Yep. That's exactly what you'll need because yeah, the bot is a server member and it will message you. But yeah, I was thinking in the past it would be fun to somehow get a bot where we can just do it without Discord. And I realize there's room for abuse there because we need like some sort of authenticator type thing to like something for you to go through so that you're not just a total bot or something. But I feel like some website or something where people can just like type in, I can give you like a join code for this event. And if you have the code, you can join, and then you can just type type in your name and type in your thing, and then it'll do it for me. It'll automate, you just type in all the info. I hit shuffle, and it'll send out a message to you, like a temporary code type thing where it'll just tell you whose name and prompt you're drawing for, and that would be it. But this way is a little more crude, but it works, and it's the only way I know how to do it. And also, if it stays small, it's not too bad. Which it has been pretty tiny, right? We typically have like 30 people, under 30 people turnout, which does make that makes it pretty easy. But if we ever get to the point where we have, potentially hundreds of people, then Vegas. So if you're not back, it's still gonna randomize, and is that okay with you? That you'll still end up doing the prompt, or do you want me to take your name out of it if you're not back by the time we start? I mean, you don't need to be here right when we start. That's okay. It's not a big deal if if you start 30 minutes late or something, or an hour late. It's not a huge deal. But I do, I know you know the drill. It's I do prefer that people do it, mostly in the time. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be back shortly after, so keep me in. All right, will do. See you when you get back. I think I'm all set then. Let's take a look. Let me take a look, see in the Discord. Mermaid Spring Sketch event. Uh, Prompt. Mermaid setting. Yep, that's all you need to do. Medieval Mermaid Night. I love that one. I hope I get that prompt. Sci-fi mermaid. That would be a fun prompt too. Also, I meant to ask, what makes you prefer Clip Studio over Photoshop? Um, just affordable. Yeah, the one-time purchase was part of the big selling point. Um, and then they changed it to, well, it's not subscription anymore. Yeah, affordability. And honestly, it's also there's another factor. It's basically that I didn't use the things in Photoshop that made Photoshop better than Clip Studio. So like in some ways Clip Studio actually suits my needs even better because it has, say, a time lapse feature. Um and so it's sort of that type of, like, I paint pretty much on one layer. Like I mean, I use multiple layers, but I don't use all the fancy bells and whistles that Photoshop has to offer. So I don't really need all the extra stuff. Like, yes, it's a very robust program and it can do a lot of things, but I don't use those things. So why not have a program that suits my needs a little better? And it's arguably simpler. And so I don't know. I mean, it's I don't think one is better than the other for what I do. In some ways, again, Clip Studio is better, and in some ways, Photoshop's probably better. Um, I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, it's just what I use at the moment. I mean, honestly, it's not even a matter of do I think it's better. It's just what I use. Like, I don't think a better program. I mean, in some ways, if a better program, like objectively better, came out today than Clip Studio, it would have to be significant. It would have to be better enough. Like, just being better on its own doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to switch. It has to be more affordable. It has to be cheap, right? It has to be better enough that it's worth the headache of switching it to a new program, right? Just being a better program doesn't, like, if it's not going to improve my art, right? And it's going to take time and energy to learn the new program, like, what little better it might be isn't, it has to go above and beyond that, right? So it's not just you know if it's 0.01% better, suddenly I'm gonna jump board. Like, no. Krita is your all-time favorite, but you recently started using Procreate and it's pretty bomb. Nice. Learning entirely. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey Rona, how are you? So we have 8 minutes to sign up. If you have not signed up and you would still like to, you can. We will start in 8 minutes. And what I'm talking about, if you are just joined and are unaware of what's going on, we are doing a mermaid slash spring themed sketch exchange. Anyone can join. It is to join, you just join our Discord. I will put the command in chat right there. There's Discord. Think of a prompt that relates to springtime or mermaid stuff, one or the other or both. It could be, so for example, you could have dinosaurs having a party, mermaid themed, whatever that means, or for in spring, right? And it doesn't, it doesn't have to be super. Yeah, just think of a prompt that kind of relates, something fun, right? It could just be two people having a springtime picnic. It could be going on an adventure underwater. It could be, I don't know, father and son on a fishing trip, right? Something like that in the spring, right? It doesn't, yeah, prompt's not really important. The idea is that you think of a prompt, join our Discord, go to the mermaid slash spring sketch event channel. Make sure it's the one that you can post in, not the archive channel. I will double check to make sure no one somehow slipped in the wrong channel. So far, so good. Nobody has done that. But yeah, basically you just post it in the correct channel, your prompt, and I will sign you up. OMG, your prompt, Joe. My prompt? What? What do you mean my prompt? Wait, what is my prompt? My prompt is the one I just said? Or the one that is actually my prompt? I just made up those prompts, by the way. My prompt is a mermaid family vacation. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the heck to do on. I don't know what I would do for mermaid family vacation. Yeah, I that one would. Yeah. Also, but yeah, also keep in mind it could be a vacation for a single mermaid, right? A family could be just themselves, and maybe the vacation is lounging at home because that's their ideal. Maybe they're a workaholic and they just need some time off to relax on their own, and so they're not even gonna go do anything. They're just gonna sit in their pajamas and eat, Doritos all day. Like that could be a vacation. So, you can, yeah, the family is a fish family, exactly. Um, right. So it could just be one mermaid and their catfish. That story went south. No, it's not going south. It's relaxation. Oh my goodness, it's not. It didn't go south. Anyway, the point is, you can simplify this as much as you want. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go above and beyond. Again, this is just, but yeah, if you don't know what to do, also don't even worry about it. Like, you don't even have to stick to the prompt. You don't know how to draw mermaids and you want to just make a person go on a family vacation, do that, right? That's fine. Maybe they're all alcoholics and don't join. What are you saying, Rona? I did not insinuate that. Or even, okay, make the kids fight in the back of a fish car. Exactly. Thank you, Rihanna. This is exactly what I'm imagining. You know, you have like the fish mom and fish dad driving in the fish van, and then there's two angry fish people fighting. Maybe it's more of a design project for doing the car. You're designing their travel, or maybe they're flying, or maybe they're, I don't know. Like, again, it's so open ended. They also, the type of mermaids they are. Like, I don't differentiate between sirens and nagas and all those things. Like, they're all basically mer people to me. How are y'all so creative? What do you mean, y'all so creative? We're making up stupid stuff and going with it. I feel like that is when I think of creativity, that's what I think of. Oh, also 4 minutes to sign up. Water flight canceled at the water airport. Yeah. Or what would be the equivalent? Like, okay, you know how people can go fishing? Do fish go humaning? So like, do mermaids go humaning and try to catch humans? I don't know how, but is that a thing? So maybe you have like, just like a day out. I feel like that could turn really dark. Also, keep these safe for work. I realize we don't need anything overly dark. I got a big. It's called Sirens. That's fair. It's basically what Ariel did. Yeah, that's true. Sirens are yeah, that's true. They do lure people in with their songs, don't they? Good point. That is a good point. That is what sirens do. Putting a banana on the beach, and if someone takes the banana, they get pulled. They pull the person into the water. Yeah. And then they release them and let them go back to the beach. Yeah, that's true. Just catch and release. They cast things into the ocean to catch bugs. The original fairy tales definitely are creepy. Yeah. Wait, why did I think they were tiny? So yeah, 2 minutes and then I'm gonna start randomizing. Is there anybody who wants to get in to sign up for the sketch exchange in the last few minutes? If so, let me know. We have a couple more entries. Crispy and Witch Ronka. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, this is very character heavy. Yeah, don't bring up the original fairy tales. Yeah, they are pretty messed up. But yeah, I do. Yeah, true. Yeah, this is safe for work. So shells over. We need the shell bras, classic mermaid attire, or however you choose to design your characters. At least if I'm gonna be sharing them on screen. But yeah, please keep it safe for work. No AI. What else? I think that's pretty much it. This is a pretty family friendly stream. We're all about just having fun and be silly with it. Keep it lighthearted. Again, springtime vibes maybe. If it's not explicitly theme time or springtime themed, you can make it springtime themed, right? You could put them in a tank top or something. Gonna keep the hair thing in mind. Hair thing. The hair thing. What hair thing? What did I miss? Uh, Karma says it's been a while since I've been on the Twitch stream. The fact it keeps the chat from before entry is neat. Oh yeah, yeah. I try to have a. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you mean, Waco. Yeah, I do try to have all the past entries. It is cool. There's a little archive, past challenge and events archive. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them before. So yeah, this is our 11th event. Anyway, countdown is done. That means I have work to do. All right, I this will take me about 5 minutes probably. So, if you're not signed up, too bad. You've missed the boat. I am now starting. Actually, if there is anybody, just raise your hand and we can wait if you really want to join. 5 minute stretch. Yeah, it'll take about 5 minutes. But I am going to start right now to add the people to the thing. It should go pretty quick, but it is a little hard for me to read chat while I'm doing that. Hello, Bill Luxton. How are you? Prep your art supplies. Yes, remember to hydrate. Prep your art supplies. All that. All right, there's that. 1 down, 20 more to go. I'm not gonna announce every when I do, but yeah, just have to manually select them. Kath is in here, and Rihanna. We've got Gold Karma. I love seeing return people doing this. Actually, so far, I think everybody who I have entered has done this before. Except, looks like Gene. This is gonna be your first time, I think. Vana, I can't remember if you did the last one. I don't think you did either. So, I believe you did do this before. Yeah, I don't remember some. I feel like there's definitely some people who have not done this before. So this is exciting. Ansel. Nice. My Kong. Also returning. Lucy. A new person. Chin. Also a new person. Vegas. Returning. Crispy. Nice. Did I get that right? Yeah. And Witchy. I joined the new. Let's see. Gotta read it. You joined the new sketch event. I got your prompt. Oh right, yes. Okay, I think I've got everybody. I'm just gonna double check though. I've selected 20 people. So 1, 2. I'm seeing 20. Is that right? I believe I'm seeing 20. That looks right to me. All right. Do I hit the button? Are we ready? Validate selection. Okay, it says it is sending private messages. 0 of 20 sent so far. 6 of 20. It should be sending the messages. It's doing its thing. 14 out of 20. People should be getting their messages. All messages were sent. Happy gifting. All right, so when you get your message, it will say something like, you have been selected to be part of Secret Santa. Someone will get you a gift, and you have been chosen to gift, and then it'll say the name. And then you will look at the list of names and see what their prompt was, and then you will make the prompt for them. So my prompt is going to be fun. I think I'll have a good time with it. Everybody got theirs? Is anyone confused? If anyone is confused by your prompt, and it'll take a moment for you to look it up to see who it is. You may have to copy paste the name, if you can't remember who the name is. But you got the one you wanted? Nice. I actually got one of the ones I wanted too. Kinda. I mean, I would have liked to do a lot of these. But yeah, I got a fun one. Is anyone confused? All right. If you're a little confused, message either me or Kath, preferably not the person whose prompt you got, because I don't know who you got, right? So if you didn't get Kath, you can message Kath. Also, you can just guess. Yeah, if you're confused, feel free to shoot Kath a message or me. Again, two people there so that you have a choice of not messaging the person whose prompt you've got. And yeah, you may have to Google a term, right? For example, if I were to have gotten, say, I don't know, Steph's, right? Spooky and Glamour's Mermaid Besties. I may not know what in Glamour's Mermaid means. I may have to just make it up and guess, and that's okay. I would go with glamorous. Or if somebody said, what was one? There was another one that I was a little unsure on. It was Siren Triton and the Merperson on an aquatic picnic date. Like, I don't really know what a Triton is, so I'd have to Google it, and I would just try my best to figure it out. But yeah, you'll be okay. Yeah. Oh, did I get a message? I think somebody messaged me. No, wait. Oh, wait. Here it is. Oh, yes. Chin. Yes. So yours is hold on. Um, hold on. I know what your problem is. Yes. Hold on. Oh, I just hit back. Hopefully you didn't. If the bot sends you another message, to ignore it. Please ignore it if the bot sends you a message. Um. So yeah, sorry, Chin. I see the issue there. Yeah, this is a problem with people who have different names. So hold on. Yours is yes, you are correct. Here, I will message you back. Accept DM. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, and yeah, the prompt is not in Uh, yeah, the prompt isn't in the message. I don't have a bot that is that sophisticated, unfortunately. Um, yeah, I believe what I just sent you is the thing. Anyway, that should be it. Anyway, I'm gonna start. All right, let me open up. Let me close this. I'll save this. All right. So also now I need to edit this thing because we don't need this on anymore. Countdown is done. We can turn that off. Let me go to Twitch and edit my thing so it says today art exchange event today, spring mermaid theme. There we go. All right, time to do the art. So I am going to do. Oh gosh, how do I want to do this? I guess I'm gonna do kind of character designy stuff. Let me just get some references because this is very much a design prompt. So this will be fun. This is going to be a little different. You guys are probably going to be able to know exactly whose this is immediately because it's going to be very obvious. But I might try to hide it. I might try to make it not as obvious. Um, we'll see. Let's see. What are tritons? I read that word earlier. I actually don't know. This is not for me, by the way. This isn't my prompt. Uh, I feel like are they just like mer people, merfolk with legs? Is that like the idea? But they're still fish kind of people? Is a male siren? Okay. Okay. Oh, please, Joe, you never can do that? What do you mean I never can do that? I never can do what? Wait, I missed it. What can I never do? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna do some. I mean, no, this is gonna be a very easy one for people to guess. Probably. Hide what prompt you're doing? Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. People can always get it right away. All right, how do I want to do this? I guess I can start by Rona always on her first guess gets it right. Really? I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This one's gonna be harder, I think. If I can't even start to paint, I'm having the blank canvas issue here. I mean, spoilers. There's a mermaid here. Hmm. Gotta think about this. Let me find some character poses. So normally I like sketching things out. Ooh, this could be fun. This could be fun. I have an idea. Okay. I'm having an idea. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but Here, let me start over. I'm gonna do a quick gesture. I don't like that pose. Let me find some good sitting poses. Sitting poses. Hmm. I always start slow, but then I pick up and it goes quick. Waiting for my stylus to charge a bit? Yeah, no worries. No worries. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Characters are my. I know there's always somebody like characters are not your weak area because you totally can make okay characters. And while sometimes that's true and it ends up working out, I just got to think about how I want to do this. Okay, blank page. I swear we're already an hour in and I've drawn nothing. Just kidding. I mean, technically that's true. Ooh, I didn't know Buttspot was still around. Yep, Buttspot is still around. This is totally gonna be a person with two legs at the start, and then I'm gonna turn it into a fish. I want their back to be. I want them to be forward. So I don't know how to do that. I guess this will be shoulder. Something like this. Hands. I'm using a pose right now as a reference, and I'm going to transform it as much as I can. This leg can be up top. There we go. What triggers it, or did I just get got for no reason? Wait, what? Oh, butt spot? Butt spot just targets people randomly. It just picks on people. Kind of a jerk like that. Um, yeah, no, it's just random. It's supposed to be random anyway. I don't know how it chooses. I don't choose it. Okay, so anyway, here's a character outline, but this is not the whole story. I'm gonna make this person very fishy. Maybe they have, I don't know. That looks like an elf. I wasn't trying to make them look like an elf. I swear. It's triggered on lines of chat, is it not? Yeah, there's a number of chat, but it's not perfectly. There's variance, so it is still random. But you have a higher chance as you approach like every 300 lines of chat. So yeah, there is an element of that. I feel like people are totally gonna guess what this is immediately. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I've got to think about the. I mean, that's underwater. How do I do this? I guess they're still sitting. And mermaids can totally sit underwater, right? Like, you don't need to be swimming all the time. How am I today? I'm doing really well, Majar. I'm trying to do a character right now, but I'm kind of fiddling around with different ideas. I want to do variations, but I also want to jump straight in. So we'll just have to see how that works. Trying to make it interesting at least. Trying to add some values here, just something so I can see some form. Trying to differentiate the layers. So for example, if I have a leg in front, I want it to make it look like you can kind of see. I'm not too worried about anything at the moment. This character's supposed to be in front though, but I don't know how. Don't know if that's gonna work. It's still progressive algorithm, so the percentage gets slightly higher every chat line or number of words or time is something. I'm still grabbing references. Yeah. I would imagine that is exactly what's happening, Vegas. That seems to be the thing. But it does seem to, and it could just be confirmation bias, but it does seem to pick on people. So there's something to it where I think there might be, and I could be. I mean, I don't know why they would do it like that. So it probably is just bias, but it does feel like there is some other thing happening where it's not just as simple as every 300 lines of text and it ramps up thereafter or before with percentages. It might be something else going on too. I don't know what it is. It might even have a preferential treatment for like new users. I don't know. I actually have no idea how it does that. It's probably just more that certain people talk more often. Well, I mean, it'll do things like it'll have nobody. It likes to pick in pairs. So, for example, it'll go. It's only supposed to do like on average one out of every 300, but it'll like randomly wait, and then it'll do two messages like within like 2 seconds of each. Like two messages in a row of the same person. But yeah, you're right. It could just be that certain people talk a lot more, but oftentimes it's even like new people, and it'll like target someone who's never chatted before twice in a row, and it's like it just seems it seems to like to send out messages in pairs. Well, where if it picks you, it's likely to pick you again the next time. Again, could just be my bias and looking for it and noticing it when it happens, but it does seem slightly more often or more common. So I don't know. All right, this is going to be a mermaid, by the way. I swear. I swear it. It's gonna be a mermaid. But I'm just starting by drawing the reference exact as close as I can. Oh, let's go this way. We're gonna make the face line go that way. And then the neckline go on that side. Okay, now we're gonna get into shape design. Something that I can't do from the reference because the reference is not gonna have, it's not gonna make any sense. Okay, gotta think about this. Gotta think about this. This is gonna be... Also, if anybody wants to join Discord and try to guess at which prompt I'm drawing, feel free. I realize today is a little bit unlike... As far as the actual viewing experience goes for stream, it is a little different because I'm not doing environments on the fly. But I think this will work. Okay, I think I have an idea. You're drawing a mermaid. I am drawing a mermaid. I'm going to, but you don't know quite. I'm actually going to draw a mermaid with some little fishes here. These are totally going to be fish. Little fish friends. Somebody's going to guess this super quick. My shapes are going to give it away, I think, in a little bit. But right now, it's still... I'm trying to keep it sketchy. Okay, I'm just gonna jump straight. I'm gonna make this large, and I'm gonna start dropping color. I'm just gonna paint this with color right away. Oh. So I'm going to copy this. No, cut this. Make it large. Already jumping into the painting process. Gasp. There we go. No thumbnailing today, just straight up into the sketching phase. Okay, I don't want those shapes there. Oh, what are some bioluminescent plants? Ooh, this would be cool. I know what I can do. Hmm. Okay, I feel like I need to add a layer of darkness on this whole thing. So I'm just going to multiply, but with blue. Airbrush, multiply. Anything is bioluminescent if you draw it that way. You're not wrong, actually. You're not wrong. And then I want the nice yellow blue from above. Sky, because this person's underwater. I'm purely thinking of composition right now. Where's the light coming? Obviously, I'm going to... Like, I don't think I'm going to make this thing widescreen, right? I'm going to crop it. But yeah, let's... I guess some bioluminescent... I wanna base this stuff on real things a little. Bioluminescence. Let's just see what type of things are shiny images. Glowy plant. I mean, yeah, just any plant, I guess. Alrighty. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, anything is bioluminescence if I want it to be. All right, let's add some glow. Maybe. Gosh, I know the second I start adding glow, it's gonna give it away. This is silly, but whatever. We're gonna do it. Fish. This is gonna be so obvious, and I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything though. No confirming, no denying. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm not. If I'm just gonna ignore guesses as to the prompt that this is because it's gonna happen. People are gonna guess, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to deny, deny, deny. I know it. Do you? Do you really? Already? You probably do. I don't think it's gonna be a secret. I haven't done any design stuff though, so let's focus on that. I told you. Wait, do you know it? I mean, I could make it immediately. You could tell, like instantly, if I wanted to. But I mean, it's glowy. It's true. Well, glowy could just be personal taste. It doesn't have to be glowy. It doesn't have to be glowy. Ooh, I feel like they're. Maybe I just want to make it glowy because why not? Right? Like I mean, why can't I make something glowy? Like you're not the boss of me. I can make stuff glowy if I want. But I do. I'm trying to think of design because this is yeah. I mean, I should just say it here. Crazy Waco says sci-fi mermaid. Me imagining a mermaid sliding out of a UFO. I need to double check my prompt actually. What if I'm doing the wrong prompt? How embarrassing would that be? Let me go double check. Eh, I think it's close enough. Close enough so far. Okay, I want to find some cool shells. Shells. Images. Maybe this person is. Ooh, they're in a chair. Hold on. A shell chair. I know that's not the most original. Like, that's probably not original at all, to be honest. But that's okay. Maybe this person has. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep painting on it. Definitely want. This is a tough one. And again, it's going to be very loose, right? This is not going to be a final painting or anything, so I'm okay with it being loose. So I'm actually already pretty happy with the way with the way things are going. Obviously, this is not going to be the final, but you know. it can be very loose. Maybe there's some red fins. I mean, I gotta think about mermaids. Like, what colors are mermaids? I mean, does it matter? Like, do they have does their scales? It could be any color, right? I mean, also mermaids can be like lots. I mean, yeah, we can design them however we want. I'm gonna design this with lots of little shapes, very anime style in their hair. Maybe not anime style. I think every mermaid has a different color. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how the heck what do I want to do with the color palette here. They're fictional characters. I know, I know. I'm just talking out loud here. This is just my thought process. The side of the cheek should be a thing we can see. Even if I can't see it here. I believe the lips are going to be somewhere in here. Yeah, that is what's so wonderful of fictional creatures. True. Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, when it comes, people are talking about like, I say don't be stressed out or anything. I will say doing something that you are quite unfamiliar with, or maybe that like something like this, it is a little bit nerve-wracking on stream, especially. Because I don't do this a lot, right? And at least not characters. I want this more pointy. Maybe these are the ears. I feel like this is starting to be a thing. And maybe we have some hair. Maybe half. Do we want to do like the half hairstyle with like the shaved sides? That could be kind of cool. I feel like that's kind of. I mean, I'm basically just relying on cliches here. Oh no. What do I do? Oh no, oh no. How do I do this? Also, this person looks angry. They're not supposed to be angry. Yeah, not supposed to be angry. I just don't know how to draw people non-looking angry. I have half-shaved hair. Cliche. Well, sorry. I'm kind of talking to myself here because I like the half-shaved hair, but in for this, okay, I'm just gonna say it. For this genre, it's totally a cliche. Uh, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you were to ask, like, stereotypical character of this genre, I feel like, ooh, already sketching. Hey, stuff. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing the sketching. My sketching's just slowly gonna turn. There we go. Oh, are you talking? It's confirmed now. You know it. What genre? Well, if I feel like if you look through the list, you'd know what one I'm talking about. I'm guessing it's mine. Then yeah, Vegas it is. I normally would just try to keep it a secret, but it's totally as Vegas's. These are gonna be little like droid or drone fish companions. Oh, you're just trying to get me to say it. Okay. Well, anyway, I just said it. It's the fish is out of the bag. Why is that even a saying? The cat is out of the bag? Like, what? It's totally Vegas's. Totally. I'm not just pretending, right? Joe, please stop talking down to yourself. Oh, am I? Wait, am I? I didn't even know I'd notice it. This is just my internal uncertainty. I didn't think I was talking down to myself. I was just trying to mask the one I'm painting. Totally. I didn't even know I was. What did I say? Now I'm curious. What did I say? I felt like I was trying to be pretty positive. Maybe because people used to drown cats in bags when it, oh god, and when it got out, it was obvious what they were doing. Oh my god. Is that, yeah. But yeah, Steph, how are you? Happy Mermaid. This is totally gonna be some sort of thing. A fishy tail. Looking fishy. I'm good. Just a wild guess though. Let me Google that. Yeah. I've finally gotten an idea now too, though part of it isn't biologically accurate, as I just found out. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Yeah, I say go for it. It doesn't Ariel. Yeah, Ariel, totally. This is totally Ariel. No, it's this is a potentially sci-fi mermaid, but I don't know quite what constitutes sci-fi and how I'm gonna do it yet, but I will figure it out. We will figure it out. I mean, I'm literally typing in sci-fi character and going to image search to see sci-fi characters. Actually, I'm just out of my own. I don't like doing this, but out of my own curiosity, I'm gonna type in sci-fi mermaid just to see if they exist. I'm sure they already do. They do. Hmm. Ooh, that's really nice looking, actually. There's some. Ooh, I love that mermaid design. Hashtag cheating. I'm not cheating. I've already started. I'm totally gonna keep on carrying on this route. One suggestion is that the phrase refers to the whip-like cat o' nine tails, an instrument of punishment once used by the Royal Navy vessels. The instrument was purportedly stored in a red sack, and a sailor who revealed the transgressions of another would be letting the cat out of the bag. Not that much better than my guess, but at least there are no dead cats involved. Fair enough. I like the lighting so far. Oh, thank you. Also, Sorwedo, how are you? Okay, so I want to focus on the head and uh what do you call it? This stuff, right? I want to focus on the hair. In this case, maybe kelp. I like the idea of kelp hair. It always is more interesting to me than than so I want to make it asymmetrical, so probably like this. Trying to make some interesting designs or shapes. Okay. And then these can be little fishies. Making some fish shapes. in here, I want to make these little robotic fish, maybe. So that's what these little highlights are. They're going to be like dots. So these things could be... Just trying to think of the shape of a robot fish. So their fins can be a bit like that. And I'm kind of just blocking in the shapes right now. I'm not really worried about lighting or anything, I say, as I start painting lighting. But I don't want to focus on lighting too much. Just trying to get the shapes. Maybe a little bit of form here and there. Let's make a fish eye. It's gonna be a there we go. The prompt is cool. Was one of those I considered myself. So glad I didn't have to compare. Wait, what are you saying? No, yeah, please don't be comparing your art to other people. It does not matter. This is, I mean, you know, there's, it's bound to happen a little bit, right? Just from the nature of art, right? There's always like a little bit of internal comparison, I think, but not hopefully not in a negative way. Only comparing your art to, you know, your own expectations. And in that case, I say go for it and be negative a little bit, right? You can always, like, saying, oh, I can do better or something like that. I don't think that's bad, but um, yeah, I don't know. Just depends. This doesn't look like a cybernetic fish yet. I know you shouldn't compare yourself to others, but I can't stop my brain. I know. I realize I think everybody does a little bit. And I think it's okay in a little bit. I think it depends on how you do it. I think if you're doing it in a way that is making you upset, then that's not good. But if you're doing it in a way like, oh, wow, that's an interesting idea. Wow, I never would have thought of that. And then, you know, use that as inspiration. I feel like that's a little bit better. This will be the shell in the background. Again, just using basic values. I'm not really trying to do anything crazy with colors right now. Maybe there is a backlight though here because I do want the character to stand out. And I've kind of that's going away as I add this darkness here. Oh yeah, save. Don't forget to save your work. Also to hydrate, that's important too. All right, so I want my character to stand out, so I'm actually going to just outline the character here. And this little spot, this little spot, this is the little shell area. And then I'm going to take an airbrush, and I'm just going to take this bright white. Oh, not white. Actually, let's do glow dodge. Glow dodge. That might be too much glow dodge, but it's something. Yeah, that's way too much glow dodge. Also, we can go purpler. More purple. That's too much. What about pink or red or orange? Hmm. What if I tone it down a bit? I don't know about that. What if I go darker? Actually, maybe that's what I can do. And go darker here. That could work. Birchwood, thank you for the follow. All right, so I do want some direct lighting, and I feel like I can sketch that in right now. I think a soft blue light would work. So I'm just going to take a blue light and just paint it in super softly. Am I on the right layer? Yeah. So super, super soft. Trying to do the shape of the head. Maybe some of these things. I guess I can always add direct lighting later if I want, like a lot of direct lighting. And then the cheeks. Lips can have some lighting. Chin can have some lighting. So now to make a person not look super creepy, because lighting characters is hard. This can be, let me grab my reference again, because it's not a thing that I am used to. Okay. I want my character kind of looking here. Yeah. This is probably going to be the hardest part of the whole painting for me, is trying to figure out how to do lighting. Also, I feel like the facial proportions are wrong. That's okay. We'll figure it out. It's gonna look creepy. I don't. Drawing characters is a hard thing. I feel so mean to flag native speakers' mistakes. Like more purpler. Oh no, I say things like purpler is. Yeah, no, I don't claim that it's correct when I say things like that. Yeah, no, more typically like, yeah, more swiftly or something instead of swifter. Or I don't know, maybe that's not the right. But anyway, oftentimes yes, more as opposed to whatever is correct. And yes, I understand. But I still say, you know, a bit more purpler, all the stuff like that. I don't know. I don't claim to speak proper English most of the time. That's not even a goal of mine. As long as people know what I mean. Sometimes I do it for comedic effect too, because I find it amusing. At least a little bit amusing. Okay, I don't think that's looking great yet, but that's okay. We will get there. Or maybe. Hopefully. Let's add some of that red in there. I like the red in the shadows. Okay, let's delete some of my references that I'm not using. This one we can use. Unless they insert language here, managers, most people probably don't give a crap if it's correct. Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely, using your discretion when it comes to what's correct and not and whether it matters or not. And I think for me, the line typically is drawn with, is it so distracting that you, like, if you're reading written communication and it's so poor grammar that you can't tell what the message is, like, so in general, I would say written communication should be a bit more clear because you have less info to go on. And in fact, this is kind of the way that I think with art as well, right? When you're only relying, when you have limited information, right? All you have is visuals. Oftentimes you have to go a little bit above and beyond to send the right message, right? Just because you know what something looks like in real life doesn't mean your person that you're communicating to is going to know. And so you need to send those signals properly, right? Same thing for written communication. You have to kind of spell it out sometimes because they can't tell from the tone of your voice if they can't hear your voice, right? They don't necessarily know that you're smiling and laughing as you're telling this message, so they don't get that you're joking, right? So you have to be very clear sometimes in how you say things. And this is where I think spoken communication is really good because you can make jokes, you can say things incorrectly, and the message can still come across through context and tone of voice and all that. Maybe it's the way you pronounce something. Maybe you said one word in an accent, and so people realize that you were intentionally changing that word, right? Like there's all sorts of ways to communicate. So yeah, I don't think typically it matters if people say words slightly wrong or slightly incorrectly or bad, right? It doesn't the point gets across, I think. That's my hunch anyway when it comes to this stuff. And yet drawing characters is hard, by the way. All you people who draw characters a lot, I don't know how you do it. I mean, I kind of get how you do it, but not really. You can draw environment first. I mean, I kind of yeah, but I don't have that much time, and this is a very designy prompt. When you have a prompt that's as designy as this, it's gonna be hard, I think, to for me anyway. Right? Sort of like if I was gonna do an arc like an art in designed architecture, I kind of have to focus on the building first because if I don't, it's gonna look funky. Also, let's use a different brush. Let's use this one painterly brush. But yeah, I do want when I do characters, I do want to actually put the focus on the character. So I am inclined to actually not just his nose is looking funky. That's okay. We like our funky noses. A bit up here. Some shiny forehead, maybe. Hmm. Ugh, that's not right. Okay. That is okay. Let's change that to make it look like we're intending it to look. This paintbrush is making it look interesting, to say the least. Very strange brush here. That's all I can say. I know whose this is then. Yeah, no, I already said this is Vegas's. This is the sci-fi character. Sci-fi character for sure. I sometimes try to keep it a secret, but I don't think I could in this one. Yeah, definitely hard to keep a sci-fi mermaid a secret when you're painting with colors and trying to make it look sci-fi and cyberpunky all in one go. But I think I don't does this arm look funky? Nah, it kind of works. Kind of works. It's a little bent looking down here. And this should probably go down more. Something like that. I think we can get a little bit of blue on up top here. Yeah, it's weird. Normally when I do environments, right, you're not gonna... Also, let's make this black. Let's just take this dark color. I wonder what this will look like. What if I just take the dark color? Just silhouette this character entirely. That's kind of interesting. I have to draw a character now. Oh no. Yeah, it happens sometimes like that. These things. Okay, shape design time. It hardly looks like a mermaid, but that's because there isn't a lot showing that it's a mermaid, but that's okay. We will get there. We have 2 hours left, or an hour and a half left, something like that. Something like that, maybe. Some of those neon lights under the hair. A little bit sci-fi / cyberpunk or something. And their hands. Wait. Thumbs are on the inside, aren't they? I forgot where the thumbs are. Whoops. Hold on. This would be the thumb. This, we want the fingers to show. The reference that I'm using does not show the finger. That's something. This is something. Let's see. We can also... I want to make sure that this still looks like a mermaid, right? Because that right now it doesn't. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to... I feel like maybe this stuff, the knees come out way too far. So I'm just going to take these and just move it way inward. One of Dreams is starting is wait, One of Dreams is start streaming art, but I'm so bad. So bad at what? Streaming? I mean, of course. You're gonna be a beginner at streaming. And also, So if you're talking about bad at art, it does not matter, right? And just that this is like the trap that I think people fall into mentally. Um, I mean, look, being good at something never hurts, right? But streaming, there are plenty of people who stream things that aren't art and they can succeed, right? So in theory, you don't even have to stream art. But if you make art part of it, you also don't have to be good at art, right? I mean, there are people who play video games who are terrible at them, but that's part of the charm, is or maybe they're learning games, right? And maybe they're not the best, but they're trying to get better and they bring a mentality of, let's learn about it together, right? That can be a charm. I remember when I started streaming, I kind of had this idea in my head, and actually I liked it then, and I like it now. It could use some improvement, but basically it broke down different like archetypes of streaming. The idea of like the professional, right? You have like the pro gamer who that's all they know how to do is they're really good at games, and that's why people watch. That's like one category, right? Then you have like just the witty and the funny and the entertaining, right? Then you have, and that's another archetype, right? People watch them because their personality, they enjoy just spending time with them on stream, right? Then you have the educators. Those are people who maybe they're playing games or art or whatever, but they talk about what they're doing, right? And it's sort of you come to their stream to learn, not necessarily because they're entertaining or funny, not necessarily because they're the best, but maybe they just have a vast fountain of knowledge, right? Then you have what are the other categories? Then there's like community things, right? You show up because the other people in the stream, right? Their communities are engaging. That maybe it's a themed stream, right? There's things people show up for. It's like it could be any sort of thing, right? And of course, you can mix and match, right? Some people have all of them, some people have one of them, some people are really heavy on one and not on the others, right? And it doesn't really matter. There's obviously probably others, but I think having this idea of like, what do you bring to the stream, or why do people come to your stream? That's something that when I first started streaming art, I didn't really think about. And I actually thought that I knew why people would come to my stream, where I thought, oh, I'm gonna be an educator. And then I wasn't very good, like you pointed out. And that nobody wants to show up to your stream, maybe. Or maybe they people actually just find you funny and they don't give a crap what you're talking about, right? And if that's the case, you can lean into that. And you never really know, right? You never really know why people. That this is the amendment to those sort of archetypes. Is that no, you don't really know why people are showing up to your stream. You might think that you do, right? You might think, oh, it's because my art looks really nice, or oh, it's because I have a good personality, or maybe it's you think you're overlay and you have a really nice setup, right? Maybe you're just you have your camera high definition, great lighting, right? You always put on your best and your setup looks great, right? Maybe that's why you think people show up. But then you get some random comment from somebody saying, "I'm here because I like your voice," and you're like, "Wait, what? That's not my stream. Are you talking about me? No." And then you're like, wait a second, I actually have no idea why people are here, right? And then you realize, oh, some people are here for different reasons. And you just start building up a community. I mean, it very much is like art, in which you kind of just try it and you see what works and you see what doesn't, and you respond to real feedback, not silly metrics. And yeah, you just keep on going, and people like that sort of, in my opinion, people like the making it up as you go thing. But I mean, there is an element of you have like to me, I think the biggest thing is having the right mindset. I know that term is kind of buzzwordy, but having a beginner mindset or a learning mindset or whatever you want to call it, one where you aren't convinced that you're the best in the world, you're just trying to improve and keep learning, and you have to believe that you can learn and improve and grow. And as long as you're doing that and you're constantly looking for ways to improve the experience for other people and for yourself, I think you're going to be okay. Obviously, streaming is. It also depends on why you're streaming. You have to enjoy it. Streaming, like any other, what do you call it? I'm going to just call it any other art thing, right? Any other creative endeavor. You pretty much have to love it, if you want to quote unquote succeed, because there's a lot of people doing it because they love it, right? So if you're not in it, you're probably not going to invest the time and effort and energy, because it is a, it's like doing art, right? It's very, it's super saturated, and lots of people do art, lots of people stream, lots of people try to get into acting, lots of people are musicians, right? If you don't actually enjoy doing the thing like streaming, you're not gonna probably have a super long career doing it, right? And it's, you don't really make much money from it anyway. It's like the top 0.001% of people make any money, and the rest make basically none. And again, that's the only reason you should keep doing it, is because you like it. So yeah, try it out. Don't force yourself though. It's definitely not a thing you should force yourself to do if you don't like it. I'm here. I like your branch. First catch. Wait, what is your art for sure? And as you mentioned, the making up. Yeah, I mean, well, I think the making it up as you go. The reason I point that out is and I draw an analogy to art is because I think if you are dead set that your vision for your stream or for your art is the best it can be right from the start, you have skipped the entire creative process, right? You have skipped the figuring out what works, iterating on ideas, trying things out, making it better as you go. You've skipped that process if you think you know what you're going to do. And you don't. You can have an idea, you can try things out. You might even stick with the same idea like I have for over a year and a half or 2 years now. I've pretty much been doing thumbnails on stream, and then here, like this stuff. Well, that's not a thumbnail, but we file open. So I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of environment art on stream. This is kind of what I do every day. Today we're doing a little community event, so it's a little different. But we do a lot of little sketches like this, and then we vote. And in this case, we voted for this one, and then I turn it into a painting like this. And we do a lot of this kind of thing, coming up with ideas. And even though I've been doing this for 2 years, there's still elements of it that is very much, you lean into what works, you lean into what doesn't, right? Even the way that I set up this Secret Santa today was a little different than what I've done in the past, right? I've had a countdown timer. Whoops, not that. Uh-oh, what'd I do? So yeah, I had a better countdown timer today. I had a little list for what we're doing. I went one step further than I normally go, just to make things a little bit more clear. So yeah, it's just things like that. You learn from your experiences, right? You try something new, and maybe the trying something new was a good idea, but maybe you failed spectacularly because you didn't plan ahead, or you didn't foresee some odd things that you could, that you now learn from. And it is just like doing art, it is a lot of reacting to what you've done. It's a lot of making mistakes, and hopefully you grow and get better from it. And I think that's just the most important thing to take into really probably anything creative. I don't know if I can make that bold of a claim, but certainly streaming and certainly art. You're gonna have your goofs, right? You're gonna do things that you think, wow, that was not good. And while we're on the topic of streaming or anything creative, try to look at the right metrics. Maybe a crash course in statistics. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you don't actually need that. But try not to dwell on meaningless stats that don't actually represent what you think they mean. This is a big thing. If you're an artist and on Instagram or DeviantArt or ArtStation or Twitter, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's very easy to get upset when a stream, when a post doesn't do very well, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe just nobody liked it. No, that's not what that means, right? If it's the same quality of work as you always do, and one succeeds and one doesn't, it's probably not your art, right? It might be because it was a Tuesday afternoon instead of a Tuesday late afternoon, right? Literally could or just a coin flip. You don't know. Maybe it was some weird event happening worldwide that just you didn't know about, or like you can't ever know, right? So I think using the wrong metrics to judge your content is always a downfall. To say, oh, people must not have liked my stream because I didn't have a lot of followers today, or people didn't see my, people don't find your content because your current content is good, right? People find your content because the past content was good. Like, it's not, it doesn't happen instantly, right? It's not, oh, I had a bad stream, that's why people weren't here. No, that's not why people weren't here. So you have to come up with metrics that are a little more concrete than random, you know, follower counts or viewership numbers. You really need to decide ahead of time what makes a good stream for you, right? Is it good audio quality? Check. You can go after your stream, you can check your audio levels, say, yep, those were pretty good. You know, I don't need to do anything there. Or maybe you say, it could be better, and then you work at it, right? You're making that stream better regardless of whether the viewership goes up or down, right? Because you know you have a metric that you believe was going to make a stream good, and as long as you're meeting those metrics for yourself, right? Your again, audio quality could be one of them. Maybe it's engagement. You can look at your past streams and say, how often was I interacting with chat? Maybe you set a metric. I've heard one that is you know, a chatter, if they come in and say hello, you should respond to them within 10 seconds, right? It's kind of random, but whatever. At least you could set that as a goal for yourself, and it's an achievable goal by you, right? Or maybe the thing is, if a streamer, actually that's not the metric, that's not the thing that I had heard. The thing that I had heard was actually, if people come into a stream, they should hear you speaking within like 5 or 10 seconds or else they're out, right? And I agree with that. I think it's good to be engaging and to make sure people know that you exist, right? They aren't coming into a stream and it looks like you're just zoning out and ignoring the world, right? You're actually talking and engaging. I think that's a good thing to adhere to, and I think that makes a better stream, right? If I go to a streamer and I join and there's nothing happening, either on screen or on their webcam, and there's no audio, I'm just like, this is dead, and then I leave, right? So yeah, I think those are good metrics to judge, but don't judge the viewer count. Don't get overly focused on that, because whether you have a 0 viewer count stream or a 1,000 view, or you could have a great stream in theory at 0 viewers, right? You could even be streaming offline, right? You don't have to be out live. And also the discoverability may not be good on Twitch, so you know, you're kind of relying on that a little bit. But anyway, my point is, don't over focus on metrics like numbers. You should focus on concrete things that you have control over, like your sound quality, your engagement, your ability to explain things, or saying or like every 2 seconds because you are not confident in speaking, or maybe you develop bad habits that you should try to break, right? Those things to me are more important because they're things I can actually work on and improve. And yeah, that's basically how I think of streaming. Maybe not the perfect thing. I'm certainly not a, you know, top tier streamer in my opinion. I try my best, but there's obviously a lot of things I don't know and a lot of things I will continue to learn, because again, relatively speaking, I am a pretty small streamer in the grand scheme of streams. But again, you have to have that sort of beginner mindset, in my opinion. That's the entire point of mindfulness, staying in the moment and what you can control and not worry about what you can't control. Exactly. And I mean, I've mentioned this before in stream as well. Not specifically the word mindfulness. I mean, I have, but it's not what I'm talking about. There's this saying, I don't know where I heard it, probably sometime in my childhood, but it basically goes like this: if there's a problem and you can do something about it, then there's no need to worry about it because you're going to do something about it. And if you can't do anything about it, then what's the use in worrying, because it's out of your control, right? So you're focusing on what you can control. And yeah, and I think it's a pretty simple thing. And you don't control the metrics, you control the things that control the metrics, maybe, or maybe you don't. But either way, there's things you can control. So anyway, yeah, and that's the same thing with art, right? Instead of viewing metrics like Instagram followers or any of that stuff, right? You focus on what makes good art in your opinion, and you can obviously educate yourself on that by learning from others and viewing it. But ultimately, what is making good art? Focus on that. I mean, you could also focus on your numbers, and you could then ask yourself what makes good numbers, and then you can focus on that. But if you're arriving at the conclusion that good art makes good numbers, you're sorely mistaken, right? So you can focus on the numbers if you want to, but you have to be able to focus on what's making the numbers big, and then go after that. And that's learning how to Instagram, not learning how to art, right? That's two totally separate things. Um, and yeah, I think that's a whole thing. Anyway, uh, thank you, Skittle. Ooh, this mermaid looks really nice. I recognize them. Is that who I think it is? This mermaid? I don't know. Wait, this mermaid? I don't. I'll show you my reference. Here, I'll show you some of my references. Well, not really the first one. Well, this, and then hold on. There's robot somewhere. Oh, here's. Let me organize them a little bit. I have some references. I'm kind of trying to do a cyberpunk character, not cyberpunk, but uh, a sci-fi character. So I like these colors. This is some art, but I like the hair stuff. This is the pose that I'm using, right? Kinda. And I'm thinking about having little like techie droid fish around her. And then yeah, basically I'm kind of piecemealing it together in some ways. I like the haircut, that type of thing. Obviously, and maybe the colors, kind of cyberpunk color scheme, classic red and blue. I'll probably introduce some of that in here. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm working on. Yeah, cyberpunky aspect with the hair. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying. I'm also trying to, design this fin. It's gonna be a mermaid, so it should probably have mermaid fins. Um, how I do that, I have not yet decided. But yeah, I do have references this time for my character design. Also, I'm kind of laggy. This is some sort of throne or chair, so maybe I put something down there. I like the black dress design. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it simple with just big shapes, and then if it works out, it works out. Reminds me of Ursula from Little Mermaid. Oh yeah, it is a little similar to that. It wasn't supposed to be Ursula from Little Mermaid. But yeah, I could see it. Trying to figure out what does a cyberpunk outfit look like? I feel like it could have some sort of shoulder thing, or maybe there's, I don't know, tattoos of some sort. Are you excited about your prompt? Yeah, I am too. I That was one of the ones that I thought would be cool. I also thought the medieval knight one would have been a really neat prompt to have. Mostly because I thought it would be fun to do character design. I like to have an excuse to do. I know I don't need to have an excuse. I can do this. Oops. I can do this anytime just because I want to, but I do like having an excuse to do character design on stream, even though, let's see. Kind of like the idea of like this collared shirt thing, having maybe this shape can come down. Maybe it's one of those shirts that has like maybe there's some neon colors on this fish. Some shiny. shiny parts here. Where do I post the fish arts? You can post it directly in that channel, in the mermaid channel, the same one you signed up in, just directly underneath, so that people can. There's about an hour left until the end, right? Yeah, but yeah, you can post it directly in here. Here's the. Yeah, so you can just post it right there at the bottom. Yeah, about an hour left. Hour and a half. Probably in about 45 minutes, I'm gonna start reviewing some of them. If anybody has posted up until that point, which obviously they have because we're getting a post right now. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you go a little slow, then that's fine. If you go a little fast, there isn't really fast at this point. What makes something cyberpunk? Or it doesn't have to be cyberpunk, but sci-fi. Let's look at shell designs, actually. Let me find some images. Shells. Image. This does have a bit of an Ursula vibe to it, doesn't it? Especially because of the shell throne. Yeah. That's okay. If as long as I can, should I put what prompt? Yeah. So it's probably the best way to write the prompts is to say what the prompt was and whose prompt it was. So you could be like, this prompt was it was Joe's prompt or Jay Stiller 30's prompt, and it was, and then you'd say the prompt, or whatever my prompt was. Yeah, maybe at the prompt creator as well. At the very least, maybe do that. Yeah, saying what the prompt was. Yeah, just the more info. I mean, you don't need to write like a huge paragraph or anything about it, but yeah, basically that. Yeah, we always try to tag them. Yep, it makes it easy. It just makes it a little easier. Maybe this will have some red lights, blue. White in here as well. Maybe this could be a little bit more gray-blue. Little gray-blue on top. And maybe some of this stuff in the background can be a little bit simplified as well. Maybe there's a little droid fish back here. I don't know how that will work. Something like that. Hey! How are you, Q? Oh shoot, completely forgot about this until now. Gonna speed draw. Oh, hi guys. Hey, how are you? Yeah, no worries. Sometimes that happens. People forget, but yeah. For the most part, I feel like everyone is gonna be here. So yeah. Speaking of this thing, if anyone is new here, maybe lurking for the first time, you're brand new. This is a Mermay slash springtime themed sketch event. Um, and yeah, anyone was allowed to join. We've obviously started now, so it's past the joining time. But we will do more of these in the future, uh, particularly around Christmas or holidays. Maybe things like yeah, what do you call it? Halloween. We always do one. I probably will try to fit one in between now and Halloween because these events are fun. I really enjoy them, and I think other people enjoy them. This this shape here. Put it up there for now. Sorry, little shape. You will be missed. I was gonna put like a little computer here, and that's when I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna totally spoil whose prompt it is. But it's already that is now spoiled. Okay, my idea sucks. No, your idea doesn't suck. I vote for Kathy's Midsummer. Wait, let's see. 4th of July, Secret Santa. Oh, we could do that. Maybe. Theme America. America. Okay, I didn't read that. Yeah, no, we're not doing an American themed Secret Santa. That would just be like people doing like giant, super mega sized soft drinks and cheeseburgers, um, hot dogs and hamburgers, and American football and guns. Lots of guns and bald eagles. That's all the thing. That's all that prompts would be guns and deer and fish. I mean, I feel like deer and fish is that really American? I guess maybe hunting. Maybe hunting's American. I don't know. Is fishing American? I mean, do people hunt and fish in out other places? Is that an American thing? Hunting and fishing. I feel like it could be American. I don't know. I always think of women love me, fish fear me. Oh my gosh. I feel like America themed would invite a lot of political opinions you probably want to avoid. Yeah, probably. I mean, I like to think that I can manage that in a decent, respectful way. I don't really care if people have differences of opinion, but yeah, you're right. It would be. I mean, we like to joke about American. I mean, look, Americans love their guns. What can I say? That's fine. It's not in a commentary on whether something is right or wrong or any of that. Um, you know, that's okay. People like what they like. But yeah, I think you're right. We would probably get a lot of strange subject matters being discussed, and yeah, probably not ideal. So this is like a gaming chair, a mermaid gamer. No, maybe not. Maybe they have like a I don't know, a webcam. No, I don't know if I want to put a webcam in. I mean, it could. It could be a computer, so it might make sense. But no, I'm not going to put a webcam. Okay. Do I like this though? Hmm. There's definitely something that I don't like about the. Maybe it's this. Maybe that's what I don't like, is this, I'm trying to make some sort of thing here, like collar or something on this shirt. I feel like it might be nice. Also, let's switch up my brush that I'm using. A little bit of a color here with some shapes. I realize the face here is just funky. Here, we gotta work on the face. The face is looking funky. That is where I need to put the focus. This is gonna scare people away for a moment, but that's okay. Maybe it's because they don't have any eyes. Maybe that's what makes it scary. And then we have eyelid thingies. And then we have this, curves around the head a little bit. We have big old pupils. This whole side, though, can be quite something like that. The prompt made me think, oh, I gotta take a look at the art here in a moment. Didn't even notice the bob in the background until now. Love it. The bob. Oh, are you guys talking about the other art? Yeah, I haven't looked at all the art yet. I will in a moment, though. I will take a look here and do a little showcase in about 20 minutes. I just gotta work on my painting first for a little bit. Maybe she should have like a headphone set on or something. Nah, I think just her little robo fish could be cool. Maybe she has like these neon lights on her. That could be cool. On her on the shell. Although that might be drawing too much attention, and that might be weird. Maybe instead these lights are just around the edge here. Something like that. Also, this arm is basically vanishing. We need to bring it in focus. Maybe by putting in some darker shapes. No. Or making stuff behind it darker. That could work. I think that's not bad. I can get a little bit of reddish in here. That works. I am trying to make the shapes a little interesting here, and I realize I'm just very painterly and yeah. Let me do a little more mechanical fish, maybe. Maybe they have little. Maybe these shapes are a little more interesting too. If I go like this. What does my modem look like? They have little spaces in here, and in like triangle spaces where they can, so they don't overheat. Little bands of light and dark in here. That could be a thing. Gotta gotta cut out, but it's been fun. I look forward to seeing everyone's sketches. Yes, feel free to take a look into the channel afterwards. And by the channel, I mean the Discord channel. It is called, I don't know, Mermaid Spring Sketch Event or something like that. Gotta take a break and let the paint dry. Ooh, nice. Yep. Yeah, definitely don't feel like you guys have to work on these for a super long time. If you guys, I'm obviously going to be working on this until the end of stream because I'm streaming and I need something to work on. But if you feel like you're done, you can obviously finish whenever. Here's that. It's a little fish thingy. That. This one is going to have this. This should be in shadow. This should not be in shadow. Oh, maybe these could be like clam or oyster shaped. That could be kind of cool. Reminds me of like Star You and Star Me from Pokemon. Maybe there's a little one back here. This one is going to be a little bit lighter because it's, again, atmospheric perspective. I'm just trying to make silhouettes that make it look like these things are a little bit sci-fi. I'm trying to make them overlap, but I don't know if I did that well. Actually, let's move this. Oh, like that. And a little bit lighter over here. There we go. Hey Joe, I wanted to share my progress on my piece. I'm obviously only showing part of the piece here, but I'm really happy with the parts I've done so far. Let's take a look. Oh, nice! This is super cool. I like that. So much detail and so much work so far. And yeah, I will take a look at all the submissions so far for this sketch event in just a little bit. I obviously am just continuing to work on this. Maybe we can slap in some glow dodge, some bright red. See what happens here with an airbrush. I feel like last uh painting I did was similar to this on the maybe not, but I feel like one of the last mermaid themed ones was similar. Not quite the same. Let's see. Okay, I gotta catch up. Also, don't forget to hydrate and save and take quick breaks if you need. All right, I'm going to take a look at what we have so far. First round of sharing. Okay, we got some good ones so far. Okay, take a look at this. We have, all right. The prompt for this one is by Jean Jacket for Gold Karma. And is baby mermaid with octopus babysitter or mermaid that glows in the dark. No, this is adorable. I love that they're vacuuming and ironing and dusting and feeding the baby. I love that the octopus is doing all the stuff because they have all the extra arms. That is so good. Also, what is this in the corner? Is that SpongeBob? Is that what that is? Is there a little SpongeBob up there? Is that what people were talking about? That's a SpongeBob. Yeah, it looks like SpongeBob. That's amazing. Okay, let's take a look at this one. That's really well done. I love it. It's a SpongeBob portrait. Oh, it's a painting. Okay, I see. It's a painting. That makes sense. Okay, a mercat chasing a crab. This is Rihanna's drawing. Yes. I love this is such a cool little a mer rat. Not a mercat, sorry. A mer rat. I love this design. That is so cute. Yeah, look at the little crab. Both the crab and the rat look so happy. That is adorable. That is actually a really cute design. I love the idea of this like these the way it spins look. It's adorable. That's really well done. Prompt a mermaid, witch, and her cat. The witchy mermaid and the catfish. I thought it was SpongeBob standing in a window. I actually thought it was too at first. I think the color contrast made me think it was like a ledge or something. But yeah, no, it looks great. Now that you when you mentioned it painting it reads well. Let's see. This is Gold Karma's. Your iPad was having issues. No, this is great. What are you talking about? What was the prop for this one? This was for Red Gabs. Let me go up. A mermaid guard protecting something. Ooh, I like it. This was one of the ones I would have liked to do as well. I think this one was a lot of fun. Also, I should have made these larger, shouldn't I? Anyway. But yeah, this was one of the ones I would have been super excited to get. I think these character design prompts are really fun. You did a good job with it. I like it. I really like it. Here, let me add where's the purple heart? Heart. There we go. Did I add that one? Yeah. All right, this one is Steps for Ansel's Mermaid playing D&D. Nah, I like it. Is that a little jelly? Hear me out. ... I feel like there's a story here, and I'm not quite getting it, but I love it. I love that they're like trying to explain things, and this seahorse is confused, And we have the is this the dungeon master or whatever you call it, the one in charge, this little clownfish? That's adorable. I love that there's so many little things going on. That's super adorable stuff. Mermaid Family Vacation. Wait, that was mine, right? Was that mine? Mermaid Family Vacation. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, that was mine. Mermaid Family Vacation. Oh, I like it. Oh, they're in the little things where you put your head in it. That's so great. Their tails behind it with their little faces. That's amazing. That's a really cool idea. I think that's cute. It's like one of those stands with the holes cut out and the yeah. That's such a good idea. This is a really cute illustration. It's adorable. I love it. Amazing job. Yeah, like they're humans. Yeah. So did I see yours? I think so. I think I didn't. I don't think I skipped any. Yeah, I saw yours. Yeah, yours was great. Oh, you left brief. Yeah, yeah, I saw it. It was good. I liked it. I was actually saying that this was one of the ones that I actually was well, both this and the one I'm working on now and the medieval one were all ones that I was looking forward to doing because they were all very much creature designs. Yeah, I think the guard one is awesome. I love it. The guardian mermaid, and you have the shiny the what do you call it? An oyster, not an oyster, a pearl, guarding the pearl back there. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, I realize that you can't see it, but yeah, I shared it, and yeah, it's a good one. Okay, now I do brief lurky. All right, see you, Steph. Have a good lurk. Yeah, I am. I feel like I need to stop sitting on my foot. It's falling asleep. Oh, I've been flamingoing. Bad posture. Not ideal when you're streaming for long periods of time. What do I want to do with this? I feel like this is. Maybe all of this could be moved. Let's see. I kind of feel like these little screens don't need to be here. I don't know. There's definitely something fishy going on. Sorry, bad joke. But no, there's I don't know. There's something here going on. I gotta figure out what I do and don't like about this. Flamingo is the only proper way to sit in a chair, in my opinion. But apparently, people sit like that because their back needs more support. Is that why? Maybe. Sometimes it's just comfy, but after a while, it starts making my foot hurt. Although I think that when I say flamingo, you mean it might be a slightly different way than you think I'm talking about, because there's a few different flamingo poses. But yeah, it is. I like it. It's not a. It is a comfy way to sit. Hmm. Something about the shape of this. How much time do we have left? Probably, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour or something. I mean, there isn't a hard time on it. You can spend as long as you want on it. But yeah, I mean, don't spend maybe more than an hour. I'm gonna keep painting for an hour, probably. Or, well, I'm gonna keep painting for 30 minutes. Mine's in, had to make myself stop. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am probably gonna spend more time on mine than I hope other people spend on theirs, simply because I'm the one streaming and it's kind of hard for me to stop when everyone else is still going and I'm like, all right, well, I'm done. If I'm done, then what am I gonna do on stream, right? So I'm gonna keep painting for the sole reason that I need something to do on stream. So yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Anyway, let's try to fix this face. Just notice the dark spots that isn't supposed to be there. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I almost did something that I wasn't supposed to. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person needs some gills or something. Or maybe they need, I don't know, actually. Maybe they need some red around their eyes. Maybe their nose is too big. I don't know. Gosh, painting characters is hard. How do you guys do it? How do people how do no, I actually I don't think I'm that bad at characters. I definitely don't have the specialty in right, like different expressions and poses and stuff. I kind of just would make the same face because also, is this mouth too far down? I feel like this mouth is totally too far down. Or maybe it's too small. Hmm. Thank you all. Probably should have said it. Might be not safe for work. Oh, okay. We probably, well, okay. We definitely said, I thought I said to keep it safe for work. Oh, it's safe? Okay. Yeah, we definitely should be keeping these safe for work. Oh, yeah, that's okay. It's a little, yeah. It's spooky. A spooky siren waiting to lure someone into the sea. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, the water covers everything. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I actually don't even know if I put safe for work. We definitely want it to be things to be safe for work, and I will share it in just a moment. But I'm gonna keep on doing some art, and in about 10 minutes, I'll do another round of sharing. Trying to make this look particularly fishy. No, not really fishy, but something. I feel like this person has no chin. They need a chin. They also need a side of the face plane. This side. They definitely haven't painted their ears either. I feel like we should definitely do some ears. There we go. There's some ears. It's almost not even a mermaid, but it kind of is. Whatever, it'll work. Just trying to make some shapes that are interesting right now. I like the way I painted these lips. Not really. I think I can do better. Get the little shapes in here of light. Maybe. Almost done trying to get the face. I hate mouths and noses. Seriously, Vegas. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate them, but I do struggle with them for sure. They're one of the hardest things with characters. Character art is, yeah, it's hard, man. I feel you. I think it's funny. Even though I so much of what I'm doing right now is not based on like my knowledge of humans. It's more of muscle memory of shapes and all that. Like it's very much a shape thing, which is just from the limit, my experience drawing characters and watching people draw characters. And like that's basically where all my knowledge is coming from is other. Yeah, it's basically just that. I feel like this shoulder though should come up. I feel like, or maybe her whole head could come up. I'm trying to draw this big, huge smile and not sure I can get it right. Yeah, it happens. The eyes are what you struggle with. Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like in my character, the eyes are pretty wonky right now. Although I actually feel like I should widen them because making her look a little bit more fishy. I guess that's the benefit of drawing mermaids, right? Is you can make them look a little fishy. They're just little off, right? Like if they look like they're not quite human, that's okay, right? Like it's good to make them not look human because they're not. Which if you just do it by accident, that's okay too. So yeah, I say embrace the weirdness. I don't think I made the half haircut thing look right. I mean, technically, this doesn't need to be hair. It can be something else. It could be like little. Shapes. Okay, I think I'm out of ideas. I should post the art now. And wow, I love what you're cooking up. The colors look great. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think these things are not quite. I mean, I'm trying to make them look like, I don't know, something metallic, but I don't know if it quite reads well. Maybe it's a metal chair or something. Also, we can make her a little bit scaly on her arms. And then we can get that blue light over here. Oh, that's not very blue. Red light. Just trying to change the color of lights. Make her look a little bit scaly, because that should be a thing. I feel like. Didn't plan on spending much time on mine, but now I really like the design. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, that's one of the nice things about these little not contests. They just really say that. It's not a contest. These little art challenge things is it does encourage you to spend time on stuff that maybe you wouldn't have thought of doing. Hmm. Maybe there's some little shapes in the middle here. Nah, cute. That's really amazing, says Path. Ooh, let me see. Okay, let me take a look at all the things now. All right, back to sharing screen. We're gonna scroll up. All right, so we have new creation. This is a spooky siren waiting to lower someone into the sea. Mildly borderline not safe for work. No, it's okay. Um, very dark, definitely spooky. You nailed the spookiness here. Uh, new creation. You did a great job with the spookiness. Those fangs. Although I don't know about luring, I feel like they'd have to be using the siren call because if I don't think anyone would get anywhere near this creature without some sort of alluring call because you'd have to be in some sort of trance because that thing is definitely spooky. Um, Q, this is amazing thing. Oh no, this is Lucy's. Okay. Mermaid tending to her garden, prompt by new creation. Ah, this is adorable. Look at these colors. You got the it's an environment. You got the garden, underwater garden with the little seaweeds and the plant stuff. No, this is so cute. I love I love the mermaid. No, yours isn't up. Yeah, no, I read this as Lucy. Sorry, or I read it as Q, but not. Yeah. Anyway, I saw your name and then yeah. Anyway, ignore me. But yeah, no, Lucy, this is amazing. Thank you so much for participating, by the way. This is super cool. All right, by Chin. This is art prompt by Mickey Moki, a siren, triton, and merperson on an aquatic picnic date. Wait, is that? Yeah, no, that's it. Okay. Um, no, I like it. Looks like they're having fun. I love all the colors. It was Chin's. Yeah, this is Chin's. Chin's for Mickey Moki. Also, Mickey Moki, aka uh, uh, why am I struggling here? Um, where is it? No, it's just Mickey Moki. Because I remember in Discord that was the issue is that when you sign up, you had another Discord name that it prompted, and anyway, and it was confusing a little bit confusing. This is prompt from Chin. Fauna's a mermaid visiting her favorite spirit animal friend during spring. No, it's a little oh, what's the name of these animals? Dolphins. That was a dolphin, right? My bad. Heck, sorry, I thought I changed it in Discord. No, it's fine. It's just so the way the bot is when it selects, so like when I select it, it will tell me all the other names. And so it's easy for me to know, but when the Discord bot then messages them, I believe it'll say, I don't know if it says the whole name. I think it just picks one of them or something. And so it doesn't necessarily show the name that you show up in Discord because the bot is, the bot doesn't have a brain, so it just picks something. So yeah, I think it was a little confusing, but if I remember correctly, that actually happened last time as well. If maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but it's definitely happened at other times. Whether it happened to you or not, I don't quite remember. But yeah. Anyway, this is really nice. I like this fauna. Crispy, a mer rat chasing a crab. Wait. Didn't we already see this one? Wait, didn't we get? Hold on, did we get two? Did two people do Rihanna's? You got two art pieces. How did that happen? Did the bot? Wait. Did I wonder? Was there a? Well, that's fine. I mean, if it was a goof, that's fine. But was it the bot goof or maybe? Oh, did you? I see. Did you pick up the list? Okay, I see. If you picked it up without getting the prompt, I forget who. Yeah, I think the first one just picked up a prompt they like. Okay, I see. Anyway, I was just fearing the worst. Yeah, that's totally fine. I just don't know who actually had the prompt, and there is always the possibility. My brain immediately went to what could have possibly gone wrong, and my thought is, oh my god, somebody just looked at the list and picked the wrong one. Which could happen. That's actually a consideration. You look up, let's say you see a name, you look up the prompt and you read it wrong. You're off by one row, and then you end up doing the wrong prompt, and that is totally a thing that could happen. Um, and if it does, that's okay. That just means somebody is gonna not get to see their prompt made, but that's okay. We can always figure out something. But yeah, so Crispy, I love this. A mer. Oh, you had a nice way of doing a mer rat. I like it. Chasing a crab. Ah, the little crab. I like it. This is very. I feel like the other one of the same prompt was very much creature design, and this one is very much like what do you call it? Not cinematic, but it's much more like a full-on scene, kind of, if you know what I mean. Like this one's very yeah. I don't know. I like it. You have some composition and lighting stuff going on. It's cool. Oh my gosh, Red Gab. Prompt spooky and glamorous mermaid besties from Steph. I had a lot of trouble doing it because I'm not used to characters, but still had a good time. This is super cool. Love the lighting on that. Love the lighting on that. This is so good. Dang. The colors, the everything. This is super cool. That is a good one. Rihanna for Lucy, a medieval mermaid night. Oh, this is the other one I wanted to do. There was like three of these that really got me excited about them, and I'm glad that I got one of them, which was the yeah. OMG, people are crazy. This is cool. The mermaid night. I love it. People are crazy. Dude, there's some great ones. So As it turns out, sea turtles are not able to tuck in their heads, but I decided to ignore it for the prompt since I couldn't come up with a better idea. Oh, sea turtles can't tuck in their heads. That's funny. I feel like that's a lie that or a myth. That myth of sea turtles being able to tuck in their heads has come from Disney. I feel like that is Disney's fault. That's great though. Dragging the turtle. What was the prompt? Um, mermaid walking their pet turtle. No, that's so cute. It's just dragging along. It's like dragging a rock. That's great. An armored mermaid. Great pose and angle. Yeah, it is. It was a great one. I really liked it. I thought it's great. Really good angle. I liked all the colors. It's a really nice painting. Very well done, Rihanna. And so I like it. I like the cuteness of it. You have a really cute sketching style. Hmm. Now, what if I ignore the thing that I did here and I just this brush is very laggy. Hmm. Doesn't really look as sci-fi, does it? Something about this composition is not vibing with me, you know? What if I do this? I'm gonna stretch it out, and then I'm gonna move the whole painting this way. Maybe make it larger. I kind of feel also this whole thing here is a little weird. Maybe we can get some of that going away. I think I messed up. I probably overdid it on that right there. That'll work. Hey, Crispy Cooler Kid, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Wait, are you? Hold on. Are you the same Crispy that? Am I bad at names? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're the Crispy Cooler. You're Crispy. You're the one. Okay. You already joined. Yeah. Oh, yours was great. You did the mer rat chasing the crab. Yeah, you did a really good job. Thank you for participating and thank you for the follow. I'm trying to fix this shell's chair or something. I don't know. I think I like this. There's definitely an issue with the shape here, though, of the silhouettes. I feel like this should be that. Yeah, let's go like that. Let's change the silhouette here. Okay, we're gonna redo this. I think this is probably where a different brush would come in, or a like a warp tool. This. And that. That. There we go. So yeah, I'm basically just trying to make the shape look more three-dimensional here. And then we can get some darker shapes in here. And we can bring back these lighting things. Nope, not like that though, because just on the humps of these. This could be wider. There. I feel like that's better, but I could be wrong. And then, of course, I want to make sure that the silhouette of the chair is still okay. So it needs to go behind her arm. And I can do that by putting a little bit of bright there. There we go. Need to do one of these a month. One of these a month would be a lot. I could do it though. That would be fun actually. Maybe just like a community thing where it's a regular on a certain day so people know. Like the last Saturday, maybe the first Saturday of the month. I mean, we could try that. Gosh, that might be a bit much. I mean, if we could make this a big enough thing, I would totally be up for it. But I mean, it doesn't really need to be any larger. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about this. Maybe every other month? Oh gosh. Well, hold on. I have an idea. So we oftentimes do this on February, right? Because Valentine's. We oftentimes do this on October because Halloween and Christmas, which is, Christmas. And those are all even months, right? So we could, I think I like that it's something special. What about every season? Yeah. Well, I was thinking we could almost do it every season or every 2 months, which ends up being and an additional one. But yeah, I like season. That's true. Yeah, I do like that it's something special. I like that idea. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Yeah. That's probably a better way to do it. Next one will be in the middle of summer or end of summer maybe or beginning, I don't know. So 4 months from now. So maybe in September. Is that release? That's not the middle of summer. August would be middle of summer. I feel like. Yeah, we can maybe do it August. Yeah, it's always it would be a fun thing to do more often. I feel like this needs to be the crop, to be honest. No, but then we can't see that she's a mermaid. Is she really a mermaid if we can't see her tail? Like, is that like those questions like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, does it make a sound? Like, is that what's happening here? Because when I zoom in, I like this scene. Crop this. I mean, I kind of like this. This is not a bad crop. It doesn't have a, exactly. See, that's kind of the question, right? And I think this mermaid, she has a bit of a tail, but I don't know, this works. So I think we're gonna, yeah, I'm happy with this. It's simple, it's painterly. I'm gonna use my blur brush, the what? I'm gonna also blur some of these background shapes just a little bit because again, they're kind of background. They're not supposed to be super detailed. And the chair, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the fish, the chair, yeah, that's true. They do. You know what? We'll put a little webcam up here because I want to make it a cute shell webcam. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's a microphone. And it needs to be cyberpunky. Maybe she's on Twitch. And put our little Twitch dashboard thing with her chat over here. And then you have the screen like here. Some Streamlabs stuff. That. There we go. This. And she's watching me paint, so she's actually sees a picture of my stream, which has the two toolbars over here with the painting. Paintception, and then this is a picture of them sitting in their just kidding. More scales. Yeah, maybe more scales. Got some streamception going on. We take a screenshot of this and put it into this little frame. Yeah, maybe more scales. I don't know. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with this hand. I think her hand was lost in translation of the parts. Steam, or not steampunk, cyberpunk. I mean, technically it was sci-fi, but sci-fi is a version of that. I feel like I can do more with the techie stuff. Maybe there's some hair things in here that are doing some interesting shapes in here. She has some wild hair, that's for sure. I don't quite know what's happening with her hair, but it's certainly wild. Maybe there's little things in here sticking up. They're just little. Nah, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need those. I do feel like this bottom part here needs something. There's not enough of a silhouette in this chair. Maybe I can just change that by adding these little shapes over here. That could be a thing. Yeah. So much of this, which I love about this creature designy stuff, is you can just kind of play with things and make the shapes more interesting. For example, this could be redesigned because right now it's just a very much just looks like a monitor, but you know, somehow it's underwater, so maybe that's um yeah. Maybe there's actual fish around her. Off in the distance. Or maybe there's a giant creature in the background that's sort of like shadowing through this whole thing. Something like that, where you have this big shadow of a creature behind her. Okay. What about some of these other brushes that I was liking? Okay, this was the smudge brush, wasn't it? That was a weird one. Look at that smudge brush. That's so bizarre. What about that one? Was that also smudge brush? I think so. Oh yeah, that was. Okay, we're gonna use that. Yeah, I do like this brush. This is actually nice. I can just paint over the stuff and it makes it a little blurry, which means I can do the stuff in the background, the edges, the fins, stuff like this. Just anything that I use the hard edge brush on. I normally don't go over my whole painting with this kind of brush, but I do think in this case it works because we don't really need this foreground stuff to be in focus. Also, there's a lot of edges that I had back here that just don't need to be in focus either. My friends, I must be going now. You all did wonderful. Yes, people did do wonderfully. I guess I can share again. Some of the more recent ones. Some of the recent paintings. Here we go. Oh wait, let's see. Have we seen them all? Maybe. Oh no, we haven't. Cass. Oh, Cass, yours is wonderful. Prompt: mermaid with orca or sharks, as if they were dogs, wolves, puppies. I hope you like it. Bonus picture to show off the gold details. Kath, this is nice. Take care, Koi, and thanks again for the great artwork. Yes, thank you so much for participating. Kath, this is wonderful. I love the big hug and the smile of the shark. Look at that. The happy shark. Ooh, and the shiny gold. Nice. I love this, Kath. This you did a great job. That was Caitlin Gray's prompt. Yeah. Yeah, you did a fantastic job. Dang. So much good artwork. Every single time. Every time we do this, you guys blow me away with the art. It's so good. I'm always impressed. I kind of wish I would have changed. I mean, I know this was sci-fi, so it's kind of hard to do, but I sort of wish I would have done something a little. I wish I would have made it more springtime. Like, I don't think sci-fi has to be dystopian, and I kind of made it dystopian. And I don't mind that. But I feel like I could have done more to make it more springtimey. Also, what is this shape? I feel like this shape was not well designed. Whatever. It can just be there. A thing floating in the wind. And it's tradition as well. Yes, I need to get better at lighting and mood. That's what I realize. Why do you say that? I mean, I'm not gonna agree with your assessment because I don't know why you're saying that. But in general, I think we can all get better at lighting and mood. That's always a thing to improve. But yeah, no, that's a cool thing to work on. Let me see yours. Where is it? Did I lose it? Fauna. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times just I mean, I guess for me, I like to just go really dark on the shadows. Also, I chose as I chose her outfit to be almost pure black because of that. And I thought it would help with the lighting a bit. Also, we can maybe get some lighting over here. Yeah, I think it can be fun to make stuff very dramatic. Let's just hand paint that in. Nope. Let's hard edge it. Maybe make a selection and then we'll erase parts of it. There we go. Like that. It feels kind of flat. Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes that happens. Also, you did it really quick. I mean, I think anytime we do quick art, that can happen. But yeah, I mean, that's always something you could try is to push it in one way or the other. Right? You could push the shadows, push the lighting. I mean, this is something that I struggle with oftentimes too, is even if I'm making things feel round, so maybe not flat, right? Feels like they have dimension, even then the lighting oftentimes isn't strengthening the image. So like to me, that's like the area that I personally am working on, which is to add better lighting that'll, maybe some sort of lighting that'll wrap around the form a little bit better. Like even though I already have the form showing because I've rendered it in one lighting, adding another light could even help more. So yeah, I get it. I feel like this face though is something. Leaving something to be desired. Trying to paint these to get look the way. Also, there's this weird like smile line here that I didn't really intentionally put. Yeah, I do think maybe more. I think Rihanna was right. I think some more. I like how the shell chair feels like it has dimension. No, thanks. Yeah, that was. I felt like I did an okay job with it. Although I think she's sitting too far back into it or off to one side. I think I could have done better with my sketch, but that's okay. But yeah, I think Rihanna's right with some scales. Let me find some scaly fish images for references. Also, I'm pretty much finished here. We are wrapping up. if anyone has any last minute things they'd like to share. Also, if we do end and you have not shared, feel free to drop you know, please, not even please, I insist. Still share your art in the channel, even if I haven't seen it. We do want to see. Yeah, maybe she has some scales on her nose. Maybe some on her cheeks, kind of like people will have freckles, except hers are not freckles, they're scales. I'm trying to make her look nice. I don't know. Something about nice looking characters. This is kind of reminds me of the freckles on Path's bit. I don't know if I want to just put freckles. Maybe no freckles on the cheeks. Maybe on the forehead. Something like that. Just little marks here and there that hopefully are shining. You're almost done, Rip? Nah, no worries. Take your time. No rush. No rush at all. Hey, finished mine. Heck yeah, nice. Let's take a look, Q. I'm excited to see it. Awesome. That'll work. Okay, please. So I said that because you were wondering how to make it more mermaid without a tail. Yeah, no, that was a good suggestion. I mean, I don't know if I actually accomplished the adding more scales, but because the scales are kind of just things. But yeah, it's something. In fact, I could have probably added. I mean, now I'm like zooming in. I'm doing like Rongia levels of zoom in. Not comparing myself to him, by the way. Dude's insane. Anyway. But yeah, something like this where you have some scales and some texture. It almost looks like stone, I feel like. I almost made her look like she has a stone look. But I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, that'll work. That will work for now. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the art. We've got some coming in. This is the end of the stream. I guess I will post mine in here as well. Let me do this real quick, actually, before I take a look. Let's take a screenshot, copy, paste, and then posting it in here. It was, my prompt was for Vegas, which was, where is it? Sci-Fi Mermaid. Prompt for at Vegas. I guess prompt to buy Vegas, not prompt for. We'll just put buy. Sci-Fi Mermaid. There we go. All right. There's mine. All right, let's take a look at all the others, and then we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for participating and hanging out. We will do more of this if this seems at all interesting to you in the future, and you didn't get to join today, and you'd like to do a themed prompt sketch exchange at some point. Yeah, you're more than welcome to participate. Let's see. So going back to the ones that we have not seen. Here are the tiny mermaids in a puddle. No, I love this. This is a cute. This was a really cute prompt. There's a lot of people who I would have loved to see how they handle this. I think I'm just gonna go out and say I think Steph would have done really, really well. This one's you did so good, by the way, Ansel. Ansel, you did amazing. But I think Steph, I would have loved to see Steph's take on this. I think Steph would have nailed this one as well. And Ansel, you did great. I love this. This is so cute. I love the duck. The duck is, yeah, you slayed. Seriously. The duck is so good. And I mean, the whole thing is good, but the inclusion of the duck is so good. It's genius. True, Taps would have done really good on this one too. Yeah, just making things little, I feel like it's like it increases the cuteness, you know? And something about certain people's styles just screams. Like, I don't think I could have done this prompt justice because it's kind of begging to be cute, right? And like, yeah, the addition of the duck makes it more cute, and you nailed it. Uh, Q, butterfly mermaid. Whoa, this is cool. I love it. I love the butterfly mermaid. I feel like Rona would really like this one. You did a really nice job, Q. I love it. This is so cool. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, this is another one that I would have liked to try because it has very much character design elements. Like, I don't typically love doing character work unless it's specifically like I get to design the character, you know? Kind of got lost. Even though I say that and then my character design is, I don't know. I feel like it was okay, but I wish I would have done more extreme stuff. But maybe if I had more time. Um, Q, you did really good. Kind of got lost in the wings. I mean, they look great. I love the shapes of them. Yeah, no, you did great there. This is super cool. Um, Pearl Mermaid. Oh, I like it, Vegas. This is so good. You posted what you got so far. No, this looks great, Vegas. Yeah, yeah. Characters are hard, but no, you did great. You did a great job. Very clean line work too. And then this is the prompt. This is Vegas's prompt that I painted. Sci-fi mermaid. You guys saw that. Don't need to share it. This is my Kong's prompt. Grass Mermaid by Witchy Ronka. Ah, Grass Mermaid. I love the idea of that. A mermaid made of grass. This reminds me of basically like Sandara's dragon paintings, where she does like a leafy dragon and like water dragon and fire dragon, and there's a dragon playing, a bakery dragon who's baking bread, and like all these little different types of dragons that are like themed. And I think this reminds me of that a little bit, where it's just like a themed mermaid, a mermaid made of grass. Super cool. I love the prompt. I love the idea. I love the execution. You did a great job. Mickey Mokies. Mermaid Tea Party by Jean Jacket. Nah, Mermaid Tea Party. I love it. Oh, no, the tea. The tea is floating away. This is like a realistic take on what would happen if you had a tea party underwater. The tea just doesn't stay in the cups. Rest in peace, tea. Oh no. I assume I'm getting this right? This looks like the tea is into the water. It's funny. I love it. It's an amazing take on this. I never would have thought of doing that. That's great. That's what you intended? Okay, now it turned out really good. You did a good job. I never would have thought of doing that. Wait, oh, did everybody send theirs? We got everybody? Is that it? Are we done? Everybody got theirs in. Nobody's waiting? I didn't even count. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, and somebody did a double. Nice. Yep, I got a list, checked it twice. Santa Claus style. Nice. I never would have thought of that either. That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, it is a really cool take. It's like you take something that sounds cute and then it's like, well, actually, this is the reality. Yeah, everybody did a really good job. Thank you all for participating. Really, really cool work. Thank you. It means a lot that people join in this, and it's always fun to just make art together and share it. And especially stuff that is relatively quick, right? I think these sort of short format art things, I don't like well, I shouldn't say I don't like them, but a lot of people or a lot of communities will have these like month-long art challenges, and I feel like that's a lot of work. I don't think art needs to be this high stress thing. I think it can just be, you know, doing little silly prompts. And yeah, everybody slayed. Everybody did slay. Everybody did a really good job. I really like. Yeah, I do too. It's fun to change it up every now and then. And I realize this isn't my normal thing, and a lot of people are here maybe for environments or for the thumbnailing or for voting. Who knows why people are here? And this is a little different than what we normally do, but yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my painting, and I'm very happy with everybody else's paintings. Those were amazing. I love the short timed event. Yeah, it makes it less stressful, and I mean, that's always the goal is less stress. But yeah, if we do it next time, feel free to regroup people. The merrier. It's always fun to see all the different creative takes on different prompts. I think another thing that I like about this is that everybody's doing a different prompt. And because everybody's doing a different prompt, there isn't this sense of like, I don't know, comparison or something, right? You're not judging your prompt based on, they had a cooler idea than me, or they had I wish I would have thought of that. Like, no, it doesn't matter because everybody's prompt is different, right? And I think some of the bigger art contests or challenges or whatever you want to call them that some people do, they are a bit like there's extra pressure to do really, really well because it's you know, maybe the time limit is long. So yeah, this is just I don't know. I like these. They always make me happy. So thank you guys. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's go and say hello to somebody. Who's streaming? We have we could raid DZ Kawa. Or is Skittle streaming? Skittle might be streaming. No, Skittle's not streaming. I think we just raided DZ Kawa. I genuinely really enjoy the sketch exchanges. I'm filled with serotonin during the whole stream. Uh, it's great seeing all the different submissions and how varied in style everything they are. Yeah, it is great. Yeah, we could raid Ike, man. Although I think he actually started stream before me, so I'm kind of tempted not to raid Ike because he's probably ending here very soon. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go. Let's see if there's somebody new who we've never raided before. Okay, you know what? We're gonna raid DZ Kawa because they're doing a mermaid thing. They're also doing character design, I think. If I see from the thumbnail correctly, I believe they're doing. It actually looks similar to ours, so maybe we'll go over there. Drawn Sean Stevie. Yeah, we could. I don't know. I think I'm gonna raid DZ Kawa. I think even though we just raided them a little bit ago, but they are doing a mermaid theme thing, and I feel like it's fitting. Or maybe it's not mermaid. Never mind. They're not doing a mermaid thing. What are they doing? Oh, maybe it's the same thing they were working on last time. Hmm. Anyway, I think we're still gonna go over there. but it's similar color palette to ours, so it's fitting. Anyway, we do have a raid call. Thank you again. I really, really appreciate it. I also have socials, Twitters, ArtStations, DeviantArts, Patreon, if you'd like to support me further. I have a Kara, which is a new app. Kind of new. It's not an app, it's a site. I guess there's technically an app. Yeah, you should totally follow me on Kara too. And yeah, thanks for the follows and the hangouts and the good company. And stream will resume as normal on Monday with some thumbnailing, mostly environments, stuff kind of like this or that. Oh wait, oh yeah, that was Last Mermaids, or this, stuff like that. Anyway, take care. See y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye. Bye bye.